love this
Wonderful
energy.
stuff. I love it.
It's very Animaniacs, very 1995.
It was, yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm tweeting right now. If you are listening to my voice, please go to twitter.com/Havanaorama and retweet. Oh, God, I forgot how to do an emoji.
You type emoji.
Welcome to
And it
Pirates of
pops up.
Salt
Tots,
Bay.
one shot. I got the hyperlink right. Boom!
Wait.
A+.
Easy.
You're not Havana. What's going
Yes,
on?
I am.
Whoa.
You're basically
That
twins.
cold medicine is kicking in hard.
Yeah. That should be hitting different.
Man.
Have you ever accidentally powered through NyQuil? Trying
Yo.
to
It's the worst.
I
It's
powered through an
actually the
Ambien
worst.
once, so I was like, oh.
I agree with Terry.
Yeah. Great.
Oh, thank you, Arquin, for the $25.
Thank you.
Very much
Oh.
appreciate you. Have you ever just taken like double the medicine they told you to before a minor procedure?
Yep.
You ever just do drugs?
Yes.
Yes.
I love them.
Recreationally.
I
And
tried.
frequently.
I plead.
I think at the time
The
you
face.
did that and you thought your arms were floating off. Are my arms floating off?
I have
I think
no
I remember that
memory
day too, actually.
whatsoever.
And then you took a video and then you showed it to somebody, they sent it to me and they were like, she's wondering if she should share this, and I was like, yeah, it's hilarious. And then you
I
like
think I remember
deleted
that
it.
day. Yeah, straight up.
Really? I don't remember that at all.
You, like,
100%.
made a video
I think
with
he thinks
you
I hated it that day.
And the
Like, I'm not
puppy
even
filter,
kidding.
and you were like, here's the thing, guys.
That was when I had my procedure
Yeah.
for my neck, and I was.
That was when your arms lifted,
okay. I
floated
forgot.
off.
Yeah, I remember. I was scared of my pancakes that Ed was feeding me.
Oh.
It's because they were making your
I
arms
was
float
really
off.
scared of the pancakes. I thought that they were making me floaty, so Ed would try and feed them to me, and I go. No.
Honestly, can I have some? Because that
Wild.
sounds awesome. Flying pancakes.
Anyway,
It's very no. It's falling apart. It's
Gone
all
forever.
falling apart.
this is what happens when you let me sit here.
I'm so
Welcome,
relaxed
everyone.
for one Tuesday in my life. I'm like, this is nice.
I've been having nervous sweats all day. I
Good.
turned the heat
Can
up
confirm.
to like 90 degrees in my house so that I felt like I had a fever.
That helps.
What?
That helps the sweating, probably calms it down. For sure.
I just had a 12-hour panic attack. It's fine. But now we're here and it's happening and it's still happening.
We're doing
But welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for this very special edition of Pirates of Salt Bay, where I am in the GM seat, and we are doing a special edition called Tristlan's Tots, One Shot, or also called Tot Shot. May, thank you so much for the
One
resub.
tot.
Appreciate it. You could do exclamation point something in the chat to check out our unlocks for
Unlocks.
today. I bet it's unlocks, exclamation point unlocks. But before, and I made them very vague, but y'all know me. You know what they mean.
Ooh.
Estelle knows what they mean.
That was
I don't know
so
what they
well
mean.
timed.
I literally made them all like 1 or 2 words, but y'all know. Y'all know when I'm in the seat. Gets crazy. So you know what I mean when I say the things I say. So thank you so much for the donations already. Before we kick off, we're going to talk about our sponsors of the stream. First one being Norse Foundry, which you can use the code SAVINGTHROWSHOW if you order some items on there, which you should, and you'll get 10% off your entire order. And you can show off the Norse Foundry
this?
stuff on the table.
Yeah,
I don't
look
think
at
I was
this.
supposed to read that.
No, you're good. Look at this. Okay, can I just show you this coin because I claimed it? I know we're supposed to like show it off, but like it's got a cool skull and a blunderbuss and a thing,
holding.
and a ship's booty on the
Oh,
back.
I like that.
Yeah, it's got that ship ass on the back.
I've never
so-
seen a ship's ass before.
Right? Isn't that
New
nice?
Pantheon crew for stealing where the dice went. I don't know where they actually.
Oh no!
Oh.
Did they totally boost the
Eric.
dice?
Pencils.
I weren't here.
I weren't
Yeah.
here.
The pencils are D6s, so
That's-
you can literally like they're
Whoa.
hexagonal, so
Oh,
you can roll them.
Oh, you can see it on the.
I
And they
saw
have-
that.
the
That's
top end.
amazing.
And they have cute little names, like it's like the pencil of fireballs. It's
love
it's adorable.
If you throw it at someone, does it catch on fire?
I mean, one way to
I'm
find
gonna
out.
Try it.
Let's
Buy
go.
it and try it.
I have
I don't want to
feeling
live
you've been
anymore.
thinking
Go
tonight.
for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Norse Foundry, our other sponsor is Elderwood Academy, Dice Chess, and more. Use the command !Elderwood in the chat for more info about that. Those are those the same thing?
No, they're just
Oh.
friends though.
Here,
Oh, Elderwood's right there. Do that.
There it is.
Lift that up and put it next
Touch
to
it.
Nope.
Which one?
That. The case. Yeah.
Ba-da.
Don't
That's
open
Elder.
it.
That's good.
Mocha, thank you
Open
for the
it.
$25
Oh.
tip. Nevistar, thank you for the
Mocha.
$50 tip. Y'all
you
are
guys.
amazing.
Open
That's
it.
beautiful.
Well,
Do it,
He
Charles.
said not to.
every, every time I do, I spill dice everywhere.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, it's beautiful.
There's one missing. What'd you do with it?
It's in my palm. I caught
That's
it.
great.
Okay,
Good
so
job.
Sam has more coordination than I do.
Barely.
We've learned that.
You did warn
You
him.
warned me.
Elderwood Academy. There we go. Thank you, Sam, for showing that off. Hero Forge 2.0 is here. Their Kickstarter just launched full color. Y'all, if you have
Incredible.
not checked it out, it's so cool. You can go in there with a little bitty paintbrush
incredible.
and paint every little detail on the Hecky Mini, and it'll come to you like that. That's wild. Because I don't want to buy paints. I don't have patience.
Sure.
My hand goes like this. I have tremors because I'm 80. It doesn't work out for me. So
Fair.
that is going to be
Thanks.
a game changer. Fully customizable miniatures coming soon. And go support the Kickstarter.
It's already 1,000% funded.
Yeah,
or
but
something
you
like
can
that.
support it
Incredible.
still,
Wild.
get the benefits,
Get in there.
and keep an eye on it. What's going on? Thank you for all the love, y'all.
Aww.
And you can do !Hero Forge in the chat to get more info on that. There are unlocks that can help shift things here at the table. I don't think I'm supposed to read these. There will be a break at some point. Great.
True.
But really quick, we've got a bunch of unlocks already. Thank you, because
you.
I sent the unlocks to Dom, and I made them only 1 or 2 words, and then I came in and I was like, does that make sense? Is that fine? And he was like, normally what we do here is explain the unlocks. And I was like, but, isn't part of the excitement that is the mystery that maybe I don't even know what they do. So thank you all, everybody, for supporting those, and you can do unlocks in the chat to check them out. But first, before we get into what unlocks have been unlocked already, let's go around and introduce everybody. Let's start over here. Next.
Hello, my name's Nega Oryx.
Oh!
Oh!
Thank you.
Oh, Badoo!
Buddy, you broke her. Look what you've done.
Oh!
Look what you have done.
Anyway, thanks you for tuning in
Thank you.
tonight. It's been so
Yeah,
great.
bye.
Yeah, it's been a great show.
Just next
Yeah.
week.
Oh my God, Esto.
One of these days, I want to run a one shot where it's like, if we hit our goal, I'll stop immediately.
We'll just all have a chat.
$8,000.
Yeah.
Just have a chat.
Amazing.
Talk
Dom,
about feelings.
thank you for the
Thank
$40 tip.
you.
What's happening? I think I know what they're going for.
Incredible.
Well,
I didn't
we
even know this was a part of the thing. I'm now more excited.
Just for context, we don't know what the unlock
I
Yeah,
have no
this
idea.
is very confusing.
Literally didn't know there were unlocks going in.
I'm the
Yeah.
producer of this show, and
Makes
I
me
don't
more
even know.
excited.
That's
That's
fair.
fantastic.
It's only me and Dom know. And you, I guess, the audience. Sorry, Neg, so do you want to say
Yeah.
hello now?
I just thought you were really shocked that I was here.
Yeah,
It's like,
same. I'm
okay.
Mega Oryx.
Like,
what?
all right.
Well, you
Here's
never
the
show
money
up.
Just gonna do my intro like this.
Yeah.
Sure.
My name is Nega
Thank you,
Oryx.
Oryx.
I'm the internet person. I do
That's
tabletop stuff. I play a Hogwarts first year student on Table Story.
Are you doing the outro stuff right now?
Am I? Or is that what we're supposed to be doing? I'm very confused.
Introduce yourself and your
My character. I'm sorry, I flip-flopped them. Hi, I'm Nega Oryx. Forget that I told you where to find me on the internet. Don't
Get
look
your
for
table
me.
together.
Go look it up.
Hang
Go
out
look it up.
here.
This
I
is the
can't.
fun
What are you
table.
doing?
This side right here.
Yeah, that's
Chaos.
the fun bee, and we're the humdrum bee.
I'm
Chaos.
Trislin. These are my tots.
Okay, good. Succinct. We know Trislin from it's
Sure.
Trislin as you know her from the show, but today's session is happening between the space between the 3-shot that started it all and our first season of the show, all GM'd by Bria. So
Who?
it's the space between. Oh, I meant Tom Lommel. Would you like to introduce
Hi.
yourself?
My name is Sam, Sam Tucker Young, and I'm playing a. Do you want me the whole character?
Do
the whole
whatever
thing?
whatever you feel like sharing.
I am playing a little 9-year-old elf who's a little heavyset. His name is Taterinium Abilene, and he's short for Tater. Obviously, one of the Tater Tots.
Obviously, one
So
of your
good.
tots.
So good.
Obviously.
Eric?
Hi.
Why did I get gift.
I was doing like this.
Boink, 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 boink.
Cool, I guess.
Bria, actually, what I meant to say was
No, I don't
want to
wanna
go out.
I would. I won't. I just want to spend time with you.
Oh, yeah, I meant get the fuck out with me. Let's go make out
Yeah.
in my car.
I like that.
Great.
You guys always make out in the car, and then I have to stay and like watch your purses, and it's so humiliating.
Someone has to watch the purses.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
very busy.
What's up?
That's fair.
Hi, I'm Eric, and I am playing the small Goliath boy named Sick Boy.
Wonderful.
For reasons that are pretty obvious.
Nice. Can I go now?
Yes, please.
Cool. Hi, I'm Bria, and I don't have to DM this week, and it's very exciting for me. And I'm playing Mavis, an Aarakocra owlet. Her name's Mavis Beak on her face. That's her whole name.
Oh,
This
yes.
is a very specific bit for people
Everyone
our
remembers.
age.
Everyone remembers Mavis
Yeah.
Beak and teaches
I
typing.
learned how to type from an owl.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm
Obviously.
Next, do you know Mavis Beacon?
Only from you talking about Memphis Beacon.
Really? No.
Because Next is younger than us, so.
You
I don't know what it is.
toddler.
I mean, I didn't
Dismiss
have Mavis speaking, but I knew of it.
Right,
I had Mario
yeah.
typing.
Oh.
Also,
classic.
typing of the dead is the way
Also
I learned, and
classic.
also probably why I have anxiety disorder.
Oh
You
no.
gotta type faster, you may die.
Is that what? Oh, that's
Yeah.
very stressful.
Yeah.
I don't like that
I
at
just
all.
had a mother who was a typist and gave me no games to learn and just expected me to pick it up.
Wow.
Damn.
Loser.
Wow. Eric's on cold medicine. He's going to be a little aggro tonight.
Woo!
And yeah, I'm Vanna, and I'm jamming tonight, and I'm so sorry how it's gone so far.
I thought this was a
10 out of
musical
10.
episode. Where's
Yeah.
the music?
It's getting ready.
And I'll be playing a myriad of characters, but the main character I'll be playing today is Senna. He will know, if you've been watching the rest of the show, is one of the aforementioned tots of the series, and sort of the titular tot when it comes to Trislan. And this is going to be the origin story of it all. Again, taking place between the 3-part and season 1. So we're doing a bit of a throwback in case the timeline is confusing and you're like, why does Trislan only now have tots?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we miss Terry, and we wish you were.
We miss Terry so much. She is
Tiny
she's a
Terry,
little
Tristan
sicky
tot.
boo.
Yeah.
Sicky boo boo. So send love and hearts her way. I don't know if she's in chat, but you can also add her on Twitter and get her some Goodwill Soons going because she deserves the fast healings.
Fact.
But we miss her very much. But we're happy to have special guest Samuel Tucker Young here.
Oh
Hello.
my god, that's not Terry. You're right.
I know, it's
I
weird.
thought I was the only
Are
one.
you on cold medicine too?
By choice.
It's a party!
Recreationally.
But we do have some unlocks so far. We have a couple of toasts. Let's get those out of the way
Ooh.
really quick. So our first toast is from Arquin.
Toast?
Give the kids a place to sleep.
That
Booty!
thing!
The first unlock was the children have a place to sleep.
Oh, is that
I don't
how
have a place
tonight's
to.
gonna go?
I don't have a place to sleep before this. That does make sense. That does make sense.
Thanks, guys. What?
Bangarang.
The second toast is from Estel Castillo, and he says, we were all once that glint in our father's eye that said, I'm gonna fuck that pussy. Booty! Oh yeah, we say booty after we do it. Cheers.
I caught on. I just didn't know if I.
That's my favorite clip from last week.
I'm sorry, man. I've said pussy a lot this week.
No comment.
So we've got Invert is giving out 1 reroll for the tabla.
Oh, this is what it feels like to have table. This
Tavix
nice.
is giving 1 to me. Thank you.
No.
Tavix.
Boo.
Oh, boo!
Ooh.
Wow. That means you get to do that next week, Havana.
The GM will remember. I'm in the driver's
Hope
seat
you rolled up
now,
another top.
motherfucker.
Second top.
Drunk Garage gives. I have some extras if you want.
I also printed some because I was late.
Some extra kids.
No, 2 sheets.
Oh, okay.
Printed some extra babies
Yeah,
though.
just print it off.
Junk Garage for the table. And
table.
Studley Mayer for
Booty.
me. Thank you so much, everybody, for those subscriber unlocks.
you.
I think we've got some more coming in here momentarily, but thank you for all those so far. And the children have a place to sleep. That's great. Y'all also unlock Pirate's Fortune, which is how it works in the normal show. We will have the Stein.
It's hidden behind the thing.
Stein.
At the bottom.
Woo. There it is.
Uh-huh.
We will have the Stein, so
Nice.
And should we do this now?
You're the GM. You can do what you want.
Yeah, but this is Eric's mechanic, huh?
It's the show's mechanic.
Well, you wrote all these silly things.
I did. Well, did I write them? I like to say I plagiarized them.
Oh, fair enough. Did they unlock both, Dom, or just one? Okay, so we're gonna pull 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go this way this time, Abria, so you're not upset.
Thanks.
Okay, next. Tristan. Really mixing them up there.
I am. I like
She
to.
grabbed
they're
like
deep.
14 of them.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
trying
it.
to
Only
pack
keep
the
one,
other
I'm
ones
assuming.
back in there. Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry. Am I allowed to curse?
I said pussy 5 times.
Pussy is not a curse, Savannah.
Wait, what?
Vaginas are wrong and against God.
I've been saying that for
He
years.
did create them.
Okay, on that note, something fishy, you smell like fish. The next time you draw a weapon, it becomes a fish. If you cast a spell that produces a projectile, the projectile becomes a fish. No change in damage or effects.
Very chill.
Nice.
Big
This is-
fan.
VC.
This changes so much of this.
Does it?
Well,
Yeah.
you did just get your fishy powers.
That's true.
That's true.
You're right.
Your horns.
It's canon.
Nice.
Also, yeah, can we note the new horns?
Canonical.
They're so
It's
cute.
incredible.
Thank you. This was my gift from Havana this year. And look
Christmas.
at that.
Quimbus.
Look at that Quimbus.
Quimbus.
Very
Chrysler.
It's proper horns now.
But they're beautiful.
Tentacles.
Beautiful.
Which explains the fish.
And one more.
Me again? Oh my god, just say you love me.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll.
No, do it.
Really? Okay.
Double!
I want one of the tots to have
Love
some soda.
me.
Great.
Okay.
Now I have to hold your 2 purses while you make out.
Oh.
Micro nap. You close your eyes for just a moment and wake up refreshed. If you do, you gain the benefits of a short rest without using any hit die.
I feel like Abria needs that. Can we
It's kind
trade
of
some?
Can I
Literally.
gift that to a
No!
top preemptively?
Are you sure?
I'm to be sleepy with no discernible positive
No
effect.
benefits. Zero benefits.
Hey.
It
Awesome.
kind of doesn't matter because there's no HP in this number.
Can you just let me
Oh.
feel helpful?
Thank you.
Okay, you're so welcome.
Thanks, Mom!
I take care
Oh
of
my
my
god, throwing papers is a
Sweet.
fun thing.
Just so you guys know, my owl is very sleepy. And whenever she sits for long enough, she just kind of roosts and goes to sleep. Like, I wish I could, but I never can because I'm always working.
Same.
Um,
Mood.
Big mood.
Big mood.
I'm old now, so I'm always tired.
Okay. Thank you all so much for the tips. I really appreciate that. You've unlocked so much already, and we do have one big goal at the end. So if you do want to keep contributing, I'd love to hit that end goal too. But no pressure. But first and foremost, before we get into any of that, we should play this game that we've made here today.
Yee.
Ready? Okay.
If you want.
We're all going to take a breath. Uh oh.
Eric?
Okay, we slowly fade in on a dimly lit space. The walls are damp and smattered in a strange viscous liquid of a disgustingly pallid color. There are stray pieces of furniture scattered across the space. A couch sits at an odd angle in the middle, covered in a myriad of dark brown stains and sinking sadly in the middle where the supports have cracked and given up. A coffee table is perched precariously in front of it, its legs radically uneven. A weak attempt has been made to level it out by placing bricks, matchbooks, stacks of crude childlike drawings under its clawed feet, to no avail. On the coffee table sits a makeshift game board where the long missing pieces have been replaced by small rocks, shards of glass speckled with dried blood. A few tattered pillows are strewn across the floor in various states of decay. Most notably, though, every wall of this space that isn't an opening is lined with rusty cages that are filled with frantically skittering creatures. They are hundreds of rats, and they are chewing madly at the rotting wire of their cages, and it's filling the echoey room with a cacophony of high-pitched squeals and incessant scratching. Amongst the sea of unsettling noises and visual disarray, we see small hands working away on tiny projects and small mouths chattering quietly about gossip and the day's agenda, and small minds contemplating their state of being. What do we see from each of these tots in this space?
Mavis is in like the corner, sort of like perched on like a high, like it's just like a stack of pallets, like wooden cracked yucky pallets, and she's sort of just like nuzzled up and fluffy and just sort of taking a little nap like she does whenever there's not a lot happening.
Is there maybe this one she wouldn't be aware of this, but the other tots would be aware of that when Mavis sleeps, there's like a certain tick or something that happens, like maybe she sleep talks or does something physically as she's snoozing that's noticeable.
She broke her beak in a fight when she was younger.
Oh.
So when she snores, it makes like a little whistle sound. So it's just like,
Oh, she has a deviated septum.
she does.
Oh my god.
I
That's
would
so
die.
cute.
So it's just like a really faint whistling sound that she's never known about and no one ever tells her. And she has a little crack on her beak.
And let's say that Mavis is having a dream right now, and it's one she has a lot. What is the dream?
I think it's being out in the sunshine and like flying and then landing in like a big open prairie with all of her like tot friends. And they're just eating like fresh bread and like enjoying the sunshine. They have games that don't cut their fingers. And it's just like a really nice, happy day.
Oh.
And she like takes a nap in her dream, but it's like a happy nap. And that's all she wants is just to like be able to look out over her friends and
Right.
like everyone's happy.
Oh, that juxtaposes really lovely. Thank you, Priya. What about Sick Boy?
Sick Boy is
So funny.
Sick Boy is probably like been tasked with like pushing some pile of filth out of the way of some into some other corner of this place, so that someone can occupy whatever place that this was. So he's just like slowly like shifting it with like a stick because they don't really have a broom, I imagine. Just like probably what was once a broom but is now just a stick.
It's a rat on a stick.
Yeah.
And is this as sort of a task? Like, how does he feel about work like this?
I think he like a lot of people don't realize how young he is because he's a Goliath. I think he doesn't realize that this is like that he's being taken advantage of yet.
Oh no.
I think he's just like this is what I do. People told me to do this.
What does he daydream at all while he's doing tasks like this?
He does like he thinks a lot about like I would say just like woods and like chopping down trees. That's just something he thinks about a lot. Just something about like the idea of being in the forest. He hasn't been in one in a very, very long time.
And while he's doing this task, is he talking to any of? There's quite a few children that are all around the space. Is he talking to any of the other children, or is he maybe trying to get the attention of another child, or maybe trying to like eavesdrop or vicariously be a part of a different conversation?
I think he's definitely trying to listen in and find a way into the conversations that are being had by other kids.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
In this space, how big is that coffee table? Enough to crawl
it's
under?
like it's big, but yeah, I think it's stacked up so weirdly. They've tried to make it even in such a weird way that it's still tilted, and now it's like very tall and impractical. It's more like a standing desk at this point for children.
Tater is underneath it, as people may be playing games on top of it, and he is just working. He has what is his makeshift little bench that is just mangled tools and rocks that he is just fashioning wires together in some sort of orb that is like a half shattered like Christmas ornament almost, as he's just pouring different like sands and stuff into it and then sticking a fuse in it like as he usually does.
So you're saying there's other children that are maybe playing a game. Hi, right on Tuesday. That are maybe playing a game or around the space that you're in. What is their reaction to what you're doing under there?
I feel like they're pretty used to it, but at the same time, they know that they kind of... I feel like he has a tendency to set things off that he doesn't mean to, because he's not exactly the brightest with his bombs, but he loves making them. So they keep telling him, hey, stop that, right? Because he may be older. Hey, cuss that. And he's like, okay, I'm okay. And then he just keeps doing it anyway.
And is he sort of like, is he under the table because he's trying to be private about the work he's doing?
Absolutely.
Or is he like narrating it to other people, or?
He's probably narrating it to himself.
Okay.
In his own little like stage show of a how to make it, but he is trying quote unquote, to be very private about it.
Right,
'Cause
but
he
there's not
doesn't-
a lot of
'cause it's his
spaces where
no,
he can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been already kicked out of at least like 2 other rooms, and like
Yeah.
he just finds himself under this table with like
Awesome.
this little bag that he keeps bringing out and poking things with.
That's great.
Some of it is live wire that he like
Nice.
some heat.
Where is he getting this stuff from?
You know, he sets things
Just
on
a-
fire like little sparks.
A tennis
Heats
ball
it.
full of matchstick
He
heads.
just picks stuff up.
I don't
Anything he thinks that is going to make an incredible bomb.
Yeah.
That is his. He knows.
So it's just like he's collecting it off the streets, or is he
Absolutely.
stealing it from people, or is he like manufacturing
Cattails,
pieces?
very flammable.
What'd you say?
I said cattails. You know?
Super
Off the
flammable.
streets, anything that looks not like
a lot of rats.
water sodden. He has been known to attempt to take a rat and then try to strap a bomb onto it to use as some sort of help. But like, and he always explains that they are like mega death bombs that will go off and he will save the world with them.
I like it.
But people keep obviously telling him, stop strapping bombs to rats.
Yeah.
And he,
Stop doing
he says
that.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
Taping it.
You don't
to a
understand.
rat.
Yeah.
But he kind of keeps tape, like, he has a tendency to tape them to whatever he kind of feels is necessary at the time.
Okay, perfect. And then that's really great. Thank you, everybody. We're seeing that whole scene. We're also just seeing sort of the background character of children that are sort of meandering around, and they're doing very similar and very dissimilar things as other people are as the other members of our party are doing. But we do catch the eye of a toddler who is quite round, and he is waddling up to Mavis, who's snoozing there, and he has gotten right up in Mavis's face. And he's got these gigantic big eyes, and he's got rosacea on his cheeks, and he's just staring, or just like a foot away from Mavis, and just staring into her eyes expectantly.
I think she like hears his like breath.
Definitely a mouth breather, yeah, for sure.
And she opens like one giant gold eye and she's like, who is this?
This is Pumpkin.
Pubbo.
Thank you, chat, for unlocking Pumpkin. But this is Pumpkin. Pumpkin is as described, and essentially just wearing sort of a burlap sack with with a burlap diaper under it. So it's just full
That's
burlap
fair.
baby.
Yeah.
And Pumpkin is looking up at you, and Pumpkin is like, Mavis!
Hey, buddy.
Look at my new shirt, Mavis! I made it!
And she's gonna reach a feathered hand forward and like touch it. It's like rough and terrible, yeah? She's like, ooh, ooh.
Don't push on it, hurts my skin!
And she just like kind of fluffs out and then settles back down and goes, oh, I'm very happy for you.
Do I look handsome?
You look so
Pumpkin does like a
handsome.
waddly spin, trying not to let the burlap touch his skin at all.
Yeah.
But he's trying to show you like the full.
You look wonderful. Oh.
I cut the holes with a piece of glass.
Who gave Pumpkin glass? Was it you, Tater? Sick boy.
Sick boy was sweeping up with the stick, and he found glass, and I said, "Can I have this?" And he said, "Sure."
Sick boy. You know you can't give a baby glass, right?
I didn't give him. Pumpkin wanted glass, and I can't. It's hard to. I only got a stick. I can't. It doesn't move with the pile. I don't like touching it with my hands because it hurts.
Yeah, I'm bleeding a lot.
And I think she just starts like crying a little bit, but it like goes into her feathers, and she just wipes her feathers down. Like, okay, well, you look great.
Yay!
We'll find something better. And actually, she's gonna like floof her feathers up a little bit and like let some of like the downy ones come out, and she's gonna like tuck them under his shirt just to make a little bit of a protective layer.
Oh, that's warm.
Tater's gonna come up behind and like with a half broken mason jar and try to collect, like a little blood.
Tater.
Tater,
Just like
what
a-
are you doing? Is
This-
this like
no,
that time
it's-
that you took my poop in the other room?
you understand. It's gonna be just fine.
You can't take his poop. I guess you can't. Don't take the blood.
Just
I
go back
don't
under
need
the
it
table.
anymore. It's outside my body.
You have no idea what this will make.
Probably a rat bone, right?
We don't say rat bomb anymore. People get really angry. No.
All the rats like tremor in their like they were already clawing at the cages, but it's like a very quick earthquake where it's just like all at once they have a very
They're supposed to learn.
Yeah.
They don't learn. They're supposed to drop off the bomb. They're not supposed to be carrying it the whole time. We're teaching.
I'll take the next one.
Okay, easy. Oh, I have a pumpkin-sized bomb, one that's gonna shake the world.
Tater, so help me.
Yes.
If you strap a bomb to pumpkin, I'm gonna peck your eyes out.
What if they're just holding it?
That's
Okay,
not
maybe
better.
not. But please, we'll try it out.
I'll get
Workshop.
blood on it.
Yeah, together. We'll hold it together, and then you'll hold it, and I'll let go.
I don't even know where is
He kind of
Senna?
just
You
is like
said you'd
big
never
red.
let go.
Oh, I always let go. It's the first part of bomb making.
So as you're having this interaction, you hear an echoing of pounding footsteps running down the long corridor and splashing heavily in the stale water that lines what we're now fully perceiving as the viewer a tunnel system, a very dimly lit underground tunnel system. A young girl bursts into frame with a giant smile on her face. She's doubled over it when she gets to you, and she's kind of switching between panting and laughing her ass off. And she looks up at all of you, and you all know her as Senna. But she's about the same age as Mavis. She's one of the older kids in the area, and she's very thin, but in a muscular way, and she has long dark hair and big deep eyes, and she's been over and she goes, "Okay, you guys are never gonna believe this."
What did you do? What are you?
You're never gonna believe this. Okay, so I went down to their market. Remember when we hit that last week? And we were pulling that one scheme.
Yeah.
Well, I was down there today, and there was this dumb lady, like super dumb looking. She had like horns on her head, but they were made of like tentacles or something. Like they were floppy and they looked kind of wet
What
and like
even would
sticky.
that look like? That sounds so
That's
ridiculous.
not real.
It was super
That's
dumb,
nothing.
right?
It's not real.
So I was like, this person has got to be stupid because they look so stupid. So I was like, perfect mark, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was right. So
Nice.
I go by the stand. I go by the crystal stand, you know?
Yeah.
And I take one of the figurines. It was like this stupid little like, it was this like squid crystal figurine because it like had tentacles like she did. And then I put her in her pocket and I was like, that squid lady is stealing your squid shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very good.
And the merchant was like, oh my God, thank you so much for telling me. Gave me 3 coppers.
Yeah.
Gave me 3 coppers and sicked the guards on her. So
Nice.
got rid of her, got the 3 coppers, went on my way.
It's
and
incredible.
here we are.
That's actually amazing.
Yeah.
That's really good. So why are you out of breath from running?
I was running here to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Can I have one?
One of the coppers?
Yeah. Just
well,
one.
what about we should probably save it for the king?
Oh, yeah. I guess he's fine.
Yeah.
We can go try to get you some coppers later tonight. You know, everyone goes out at night in the market. And
True. I know that exactly.
Yeah. They always get so drunk in the taverns.
Yeah,
We can go and
sloshy.
yeah, we can go get.
Scary.
We'll get you some coppers, but we have to pay the king.
Can I
No.
explode them?
But remember what happened last time?
I remember vividly what happened last time. I don't want that to happen again.
We have to give him everything. You know that, Tater.
Tater just crawls back under the table.
Senna like peeks under and is like, "Do you want him to put you in the box again?" Okay, so if you get money, you have to give it to him.
It's for our protection.
Yeah, our protection.
It's just how it is.
He ruffles in his pocket and pulls out like 3 little stones that look like not gold or anything, but they look precious to him, and he just kind of hands them up. Like, okay,
Wait,
money.
is that money?
Yeah, it's very worth it.
Those
To
are
the
rocks,
king.
right?
I think those are rocks.
These are not rocks. I know what. It's fine, I'll keep it. And he just puts it back and sits.
You can keep that money. We'll give our money to the
Okay.
king.
All right.
Do you have any that look like this?
Mm-mm.
You know we can smell it, right?
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Not
We
me.
can smell
I
it.
can't smell much of anything.
Mm-mm.
Not you, the
Please
king,
don't.
sick boy. We know you can't smell. You talk about it all the time.
So congested.
Blow your nose on a rat.
I do all the time.
We're out of rats. Oh, on a rat. Oh,
On a
You
rat.
should that actually might.
No,
work.
we're out
Wait,
of...
what are we out of?
Rags.
Oh, yeah. Have we had a rag before?
Never had one of those before. What is rag?
We had one
Pumpkin is using a hecking burlap sack as a
Also
diaper. Oh,
Well, at least we got those free copper, and we showed that dumb fish lady. She won't mess with us, and she'll be gone forever. And we won't have to deal.
we'll
with
never
it.
see her again.
Yeah, it sounds so dumb. We'll never see her.
Well, what did it even look like with like?
Like this,
Like honestly,
Yeah.
but like on her head.
No, it was like
It'll be like-
if you lost all the bones in your arms, and then you put like suction cups on them, and then you like glued them on your head. It was wild.
Mm.
And I would like to throw a dagger directly at Senna's, not her body, but her clothing, to try and pin her against a wall.
Okay. So go
I
ahead
busted and
and
killed
roll.
3 of the children.
Do it
And I
Okay.
murder them all.
I save
Bye,
all-
everyone. Thank
save
you.
all
Good
the
night.
rats.
One shot over. Bye.
Yay!
Well, canonically, you can't kill Simba
Yeah,
today.
Not yet.
Throw something.
Throw something. Go for it.
Thank you so much. Let's
You're
throw
welcome.
it. Okay. So that is a 10.
Nice.
I don't want to deal any damage, but I do want to like successfully pin her. And
Yeah. Then that definitely succeeds. And with no consequences. GG. So do you want to describe how, because I don't think Senna's near like a wall, or maybe they're near the cages, so maybe it pins her into one of the rat cages or something.
at the very least, like the force of it pulling her back and startling
Sure.
her enough.
Yeah, let's say they were kind of grouped up, the coffee tables near the cages, since they're lining the wall everywhere. So you've hit her in the shoulder, it's caught on her like tattered shirt, and it's pinned her back, and when your dagger hits the like thick of the wood of the cage, the rat just starts screaming. So there's this moment where Senna is trying to discern what's happened in front of her, but is also alarmed by everything going on behind her. And she drops the 3 copper on the floor and just goes like white as a sheet and is like looking around at all of you. Are you hidden or?
I would have been hidden through
Mhm.
that exchange, but Trislan literally like throws the dagger and anticipates that she'll drop the money, so she swipes in to just take the coppers. From her.
As that happens, can I jump in to like interpose myself between like wherever the dagger came from and Senna?
Yeah.
I want to defend.
Yes, do it.
Do I have to roll anything like against?
Sweet.
No,
11.
Either succeed or not.
Okay.
Yeah. So I rolled an 11, so I'm gonna hold 3. Can I Stefan, the deal damage? I don't deal damage.
Redirect an attack from the thing.
Yeah.
You defend to yourself, yeah.
So if you're sweeping your hand in, can I literally just like step on it with my talon?
Ooh.
I
And then
like
she's
that
just
a
gonna
lot.
get close to your face and just scream, like just a bird, like, and then like her wings come out, and like it's already a really messy place, but she's willing to like knock all the dust out.
Yeah.
To, like, get back, get away from her. Who are you? Why does your head look stupid?
I'm gonna come out of the table with this brown paper bag in my hand. It's got 3 wires like curling through it. And like I just have like a little matchstick, and there's like a fuse at the top, and I'm like, do I do it? And then I just try to start lighting it to chuck it. Yeah. I want to light it and just chuck it forward.
Okay, so roll throw something.
Yeah. 7.
So that's a mixed bag there.
Do I get anything because it's my specialty?
You get a +1 since it's your specialty.
8.
Nice.
Your
We
specialty
have
is throw
rerolls if
something.
you want to
Yeah.
roll and try to get higher.
Hmm?
We have rerolls on the table if you want to roll again.
I like 8. Let's
Okay.
see what happens.
Yeah.
That doesn't really change the result. It'll still be a mixed bag. but we'll say that you do successfully throw it, but you miss Trislin,
Fair.
and you just hit Cinna.
As I throw it, I
You
just
hit Cinna and the rat cages. So what kind of bomb is it?
I just scream, "Death Mega Bomb Blood!" as it flies forward and pops in the air.
What is the
and
effect?
It sprays everyone with this like red goo that just explodes out. And if it touches your mouth at all, it's like tastes like sugary, like it's Jello or something. Like it's actually very non-destructive, but it's very annoying, and it just like a splat.
Tater! What are you doing? You are not
Saving
helping!
you!
You are not helping!
Saving!
What? With her free hand?
It's
She's like,
blood!
What?
Blood!
does
Yeah.
not taste like
It's not.
It is!
I'm gonna have to sweep all this up.
You are!
Pumpkin comes over and is waddling over, still trying not to touch the burlap, and just starts eating it off the ground.
No, Pumpkin, don't eat that.
It's tasty.
Yeah.
It's tasty.
See?
Pumpkin,
I
don't
told
eat
you
Talk
it.
some
before.
your thoughts. Who are you?
Whoa.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah, not to redirect the energy, but this is the very cool-looking lady from the market.
Oh, was she
Oh,
near, was she near
you
the really
said-
dumb-looking
Yeah,
one?
you said she was
Yeah.
really stupid with
that
the
dumb
fish head.
squid
Oh,
lady?
she's got those dumb heads.
I didn't say the word fish.
Okay. Tater just kind of walks up
Who
and looks
are
up at
you?
you.
Who are you?
I don't think that's any of your business.
It is if
I'm
you
the
come in
dumb
here.
tentacle lady that she tried to set up. And if she were better at her job, she wouldn't have noticed me tracking her back to your hideout.
That's fair.
Job is a strong word, right?
That's fair. Can I touch that?
No.
Oh, okay. Please?
Well, we're a bunch of kids, and you just tried to steal from us. So, like, what's your whole deal? You seem pretty shitty.
I tried to steal from you.
Mm-hmm.
This little liar only made those coppers because she tried to make me look like a thief.
Oh my god,
Okay,
thank you
but-
so much.
Are you a liar, Senna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We all are.
Constantly.
Oh,
I'm not. That
that's
was a
not-
lie. That was a
Oh.
lie.
Oh,
I'm getting better.
you are.
I mean, at lying.
Oh yeah, no, you're still very sick.
I'm gonna just take the dagger out of her clothing and say, how long have you been doing this for?
What? The being pinned to a wall? What was that? Like 2 minutes?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm. I
Conning
calculate
people.
59
How
seconds.
long have you been doing this?
Conning is a strong word too.
Mm-hmm.
I say,
Surviving.
surviving,
Mhm.
taking advantage of the situation.
Mhm.
How long have you had street smarts for?
Oh, streamers. See,
Okay, she's
you'll never
bettering
say
it up.
nice things to me like this lady does.
She's gonna stab you probably.
Oh well, she
in a little
she
bit.
could have, and she did that. So we've been doing it for a while. We've all been here a different amount of time, but
How old am I?
Oh my god.
I think your birthday was 6 drips ago.
Oh, I'm 18 drips.
Yeah.
Drips?
You don't know what that is?
No.
It's easy.
There's this one crack in the wall,
Mhm.
and we think it only drips once a cycle,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's a cycle?
When it drips.
or twice
Yeah.
a cycle,
Oh.
3 times a
3.5
cycle.
by my calculations.
How long have you been doing this for?
5 drips,
That sounds right. No, at least 6.
6 drips,
6 to 7
6
drips.
to 9
Between
drips.
6, I would say not 8. 8 drips.
8 drips.
Maybe
Mavis
Over
and I
under.
have been doing it about the same amount of time. Sick Boy's pretty new and pretty sick.
Only been here a drip.
Yeah.
Pumpkin was pretty much born here.
Yeah.
Wait, 6
He's
of
like
what?
3 drips old.
I don't know.
Tristan just takes a step back from
Yeah.
sick boy.
Probably
I've
good
heard
call.
it's called the plague.
We thought it was the
Oh,
plague,
yeah.
but he hasn't died yet.
No, I keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
It's very exciting.
Quite
So
the constitution.
you kids live by yourself in this
No.
little underground.
No, this is just where we like to come and hang out and socialize and drink.
Mhm.
Break. Yeah, dummy, we live here and it sucks.
Can't really say it's by herself.
What?
I have them.
And we got all the rats.
Yeah.
They
There's so
they
many rats.
scream.
They're-
Anytime anyone gestures at them, they scream like people doing the
Oh,
wave.
don't acknowledge them. They don't like that at all.
Excuse me,
Or they like it a lot. I don't
Does
know.
this look like a choice to you? Does this look like the best possible choice?
It's not that bad, Mavis. Lower your voice.
It's pretty terrible.
It could be worse.
So you just
It's great. I love it.
steal for a living. You run small-scale cons.
What's a con?
Explain yourself.
You explain yourself.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Do you work alone, or do you work for someone else?
Well, we take turns going out. Sometimes we go out together. The king usually doesn't like it unless we go out in pairs at least.
Yeah,
Who-
but never more than 4.
who-
Yeah,
wait,
that
wait.
looks 4 kids, more than 4 kids together. That's a scene. That's what he
Yeah.
says.
Hold
So
on.
no kids with the scene.
Yep.
Who are we talking about?
The king.
The king.
The king of what?
Cinna points at all the rats.
The king of the rats?
Well, we just call him the king,
Mr.
but
King.
Yeah.
the rat king,
Super
the king of the
king.
rats,
Ultra King.
the king of the underground.
Underground King.
And Trislan's just gonna look at the rats and go, and which one is the king?
What? No, please stop that.
He's not.
You
And
think
don't
he's a rat?
acknowledge them.
She's gonna get really close to you and be like,
So at the
"You
point,
slow."
at the point you, so every single wall is lined with cages, but when you lean in close, every single rat is turning and leaning into that point like it's like a fixed like a distant point.
Like a hive mind of rats?
Like a king.
And they stop skittering, they stop screeching, and when you get close to the cages, they all just turn their bodies and squish their bodies as close as they can to where you're at. And some of them, from the rats in the back that are pushing too hard, the ones in the front are getting pushed through the cage and are like turning into like jelly.
I always hate when that happens.
Yeah, please don't.
Please
Please
step
don't.
back.
Don't
It's
do
so
that.
gross.
Please,
It's so
please,
gross. We
please.
sleep
I
here.
need them.
Yeah,
It's the eyes. They get attracted to the eyes.
yeah.
The king taught them to eat those
There's a
out
line.
first.
I have to redraw it every once in a while, but don't cross the line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should redraw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tater walks up to the line and like he's kind of excited about them all turning.
No, Tater.
Tater.
Oh.
Tater.
And I grab my broken stick.
Yeah.
We've got to put. I'm gonna grab one of those jellied rat corpses and just jam it onto the end of the stick and be like, closer to a broom.
Oh yeah, a lot more service
That-
there.
right?
That's pretty smart,
Feasible.
Mavis.
Yeah,
So as this horror show's happening,
we have lateral solutions to our problems. Welcome to our home.
Would you like to be a tot? One of us?
No.
Wait,
No,
how many
no,
drips
but-
old are you?
Yeah. Do you drip?
Yeah, onto my shirt apparently.
Oh.
That's just
respect the
sewage
drip.
system.
This is the
Driplin.
saddest thing I've ever seen. So, do you give a cut of what you earn to someone?
Well, we get to stay
Cut?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean by cut?
I got cut. He got cut.
Cut like
Yeah, we
Oh.
stand
Pumpkin got cut.
when I didn't do that, when I didn't have it, he
Yeah.
cut me a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done the same to me.
Pumpkin walks up and shows the
Yeah.
gashes through their hands.
Wait, hold on.
I'm cut right now.
No, hold on.
Cuts.
So, you all are good enough at this that you pulled a fast one on me, but you don't make any money for what you do? You
Well, it's
give.
better than what we were doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What were you doing before?
A different place every night. No consistent food.
Getting harassed by the town guard.
Wait, hold on. So, on like a weekly basis.
Yeah.
So, like I don't know, how many drips that is in your lingo.
God, probably like an 18th of a drip or
Yeah.
something.
Sure.
Mm.
Yeah. So, how much money are you giving to the king?
All?
Everything.
No. I
Yeah.
mean, like, how much on average is he?
Between all of us,
Yeah.
Cinna's like counting all of the children in the room. We probably each bring in like at least a few coppers a night.
Yeah. So we're getting close to like
$1 million.
That's not how math works, Ty.
4 to 5 silver a week.
And you give all of this away freely.
Did you see the rat? Did you see the rat thing
Look
that's
at him.
happening?
I can make him dance. And
Did
he
you
tries
see
to
that?
walk up to the
Did you-
line.
Okay.
Do you have a
They
strong
squelched.
sense of like what we're dealing with?
Stop. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
so how many tots are in this?
You can see just in this room right now, there's this group here, Pumpkin, and then probably like 6 other tots wandering around
Okay.
of various ages.
I'm
yeah.
gonna lean down. What's your name?
I'm Mavis.
Mavis.
And she like puffs up and tries to look like
Mavis.
big.
Yeah. What's your favorite food in the whole world, Mavis?
Well, it could be roasted rat.
Yeah.
Or
Remember that
boiled rat.
Yeah.
I don't.
Have you had anything other than rat?
We had drowned rat. It's great.
Once I had fresh bread.
How was that?
It was so good.
Can you imagine eating fresh bread made just for Mavis every day?
And she's gonna like get in your face and like whisper very close and just say, "Don't you get these tots' hopes up. This is all they know. And if you can't deliver, I'm the one that has to sit here and listen to them cry about eating boiled rat again."
How would you like to eat fresh bread every day, Mavis?
I mean, obviously I would like that a lot. Bread is very good.
Right now.
Mavis,
No. Right
I
now.
think
Is
you need to go.
Can we have
I
bread?
think you should go.
I think you should go. I'm sorry about it. You can keep the coppers. You just need to go now.
No, we can keep the coppers. You don't need it. You can afford fresh bread. Please leave.
Why would I leave?
Because what if
You're gonna get us.
Would you like me to take this little one back out there and see what the authorities have to say about the little fast one she tried to pull on me?
I mean, if you feel super comfortable fighting a room full of children.
I
I'll hold up my
absolutely
new
do.
ball.
Your
I hold up my stick with a rat on it.
You don't want this one.
So
You don't.
the children are squaring up against Trislin, and there is this very sudden and sharp hissing noise that is coming from the other end of the tunnel. And it's not one of the rats. It's too big. It's too loud, and it's a very distinct guttural sensation. And every single rat in every single cage, hundreds and hundreds of rats, go absolutely still. The ones that were pushing up against the cage, they sort of relax back into sort of like a hypnotic stupor, and they lay absolutely still and quiet. And everyone can hear in this new silence these healed footsteps ringing out clearly on the stone floor. And all the children in the room, you guys can make the decision if you want, but most of the children in the room are going to stop whatever they were doing. They're going to stop in the middle of the games they were playing, the conversations they were having, and they're going to line up against the where Sick Boy usually draws the line. They're going to line up with their backs to the rat cages, single file against that,
Immediately.
with their hands behind their backs and their chins up, and just stare quietly. So y'all can make your decision. Cinna is going to do that. Pumpkin is going to do it. It's gonna be a bit less coordinated. You can see there's one of the children is holding like a literal baby in the lineup there. And
Is Pumpkin a human? Like what?
yeah,
race?
Pumpkin's just a little baby human. Yeah.
Okay. I'll scoop up Pumpkin and go
Okay.
line up with him because he's taking too long. You should have left when you had the chance.
A figure slowly enters this this dim torchlight of the room, and their eyes slide over the children as they're sort of inspecting them one by one, making sure their posture's good. They're taking this sort of like long, bony finger and puts it under Tater's chin so that he'll sit up straighter, looking every child in the eye. Many of them are trying not to make eye contact with them. Are you in the line?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sick Boy, when they get to Sick Boy, they've pulled the rat off the end of the stick and they sort of eye it and look disgustedly at you, and then just like throw it to the ground and flick the blood and guts off their hand. And the figure is dressed in this sort of decrepitly extravagant coat, and it's made from hundreds of rat pelts. And the tails are still dangling limply off of every single coat and gently swaying with each step this person takes. And as they step more into the light of the very few torches about the room, you can see this very pointed face with a disturbing sneer plastered across it. And it's showing off this glimpse of like yellowed or just absolutely missing teeth. And they push their long matted hair back as they approach the end of the line where Trislin is standing, and they start at her boots, look all the way up, and spend a long time looking into your horns, or looking at your horns before they look directly in your eyes. Well, what do we have here?
I would like to case the joint.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Join. Casey.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 10.
10. Okay, success. So you get to choose 2 of those?
3 questions.
3 questions.
3. Okay.
It doesn't have to be those. You can make up your own question. But those are just examples.
I'd like to play off of the what here is useful or valuable to me, and more of discern what's valuable to this person that I'm looking at. What's my bargaining power in this conversation?
I think just based on the situation is probably the children. And probably the rats.
Got it.
Like, there's not really anything else of value that you can see in this space. Obviously, the kids are bringing in a lot of money, but that's not something you see presently or via this like level 10. This 10 roll doesn't make you think it's in this room.
Got it. Who or what should I be on the lookout for?
I think sudden movements. Like at this time, this person is not, despite just being a sort of uncomfortable, threatening presence, they're not really actively threatening you. Like their hands are behind their back, like they're not poised to attack or anything like that. The rats aren't moving, like the children aren't moving. It's, I guess, technically an unthreatening situation. So I think like a sudden change in that is what you would be looking out for.
Got it.
They're reaching into a pocket, they're suddenly moving, they're making a noise, like an indication noise to the rats, or a movement that would indicate something to the children or the rats. So
Okay. Based on, I assume Trislan would be physically assessing him while he's assessing
sure,
her.
yeah.
Do I
Checking each other
discern
out.
anything that seems like a weak point?
This person has clothed themselves to look very big. Like all the rat pelts are sort of layered, and it's kind of creating this big, like almost dome of a coat, and it's fully closed. But sort of what you can discern by the hands and the wrists is they're pretty frail, and by the face you can see they're quite a bit older. So just general physical frailty is
Okay.
sort of their general weak point.
Got it. Okay.
But they're trying to look take up way more space than they actually do.
So before I respond to them, I'd just like to very, very, very briefly, her eyes kind of flicker over to Senna,
Mhm.
and I just want to get a read on Senna's body language or like facial expression. Like, how do the tots seem to be reacting to the presence of this individual?
Do you want to roll smart, just a general smart roll really quick?
Sure.
Just to sort of like perceive.
6.
6. Okay, that is a failure, so
Rerolls.
Reroll.
re-rolls.
Ooh, okay, reroll. One
We
reroll.
got him.
Ching.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, that's a 10.
Nice.
10. Okay. So sort of just as a general like smart, you're trying to not perceive, but that other word. Her reaction to the situation. Okay. So she is in the line. She is just as poised as like anybody else. You can see her checking on people though. Like she's trying to make sure when you set Pumpkin down,
Yeah.
she's trying to make sure Pumpkin's standing up straight. She's like looking over at the young woman or the young girl holding the baby and is making sure the baby's quiet. And she's trying to be really strong, but you can see that like a bead of sweat roll down the side of her face, and you can see like beyond that, like sort of that look of like obeying authority is like a little bit of fear in her eyes.
Got it. Okay. Hello, sir. Gwendolyn, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Gwendolyn! He extends his creepy bony head. It has these long fingernails on it that are yellowed and just like haven't been cut in years. And he's extending it to you as if you should kiss his hand.
Boo.
And Trislan's just going to do one of these and just put her hand underneath it and kind of go,
Hey, well, he looks disgusted by your touch. Like, he's like, that's upsetting. He looks at his hand and he wipes it on his coat. I am the Rat King. I rule over the tunnels beneath this city with my army of rats. And when you say that, you think he's going to indicate the cages, but he's definitely indicating the children. And he's gesturing towards them specifically. We are always working vigilantly to expand the empire beyond those of the topside falsities that deem themselves royalty. The king below shall be the king above. And when he says this, every child repeats it.
The king
below
shall be the king above. How can I help you, Gwendolyn?
Well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I didn't intend to bother you. I just heard one of these. And Tristan kind of realizes she doesn't know if she should refer to them as rats or children, so she just kind of gestures and goes, one of these.
Whelps.
Sure. Extolling your greatness above. And I was merely trying to track her down to give her an extra copper for the wonderful assistance she provided me earlier today in the market. I suppose I could hand it directly to you, though, if you'd like.
Oh, an offering.
Yes. Did you raise these yourself?
Well, they're self-raising, aren't they?
Very true. Well, whatever guidance you gave them, it was good. Thank you.
And he takes it and sort of like eyes it, sniffs it. You can see his like tongue flick out at it. And then he puts it in like what must be a pocket, who knows? In amidst the rat pelts that his coat makes up.
Wallet.
So, what'd you say?
Prison wallet.
He puts it in his butthole? He puts it...
It's in a rat's butthole.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, which one of these little kittens helped you, you said?
That one. Over there.
And she's pointing at
Senna.
Oh, Senna, yes, she is one of my finest little pups, aren't you, Senna? And Senna doesn't say anything. She just stares straight ahead and sort of tries to look stoic for everyone.
I'm gonna shoot Tristan a very dangerous, like, just, what are you doing? Look. And then look back, forward.
But you might understand we're not necessarily in the business of helping people other than myself. So this does come as quite a surprise that one of my little pets would do such a thing.
Well, it may come as a surprise to you, but your skills and your virtues are no surprise to the children in your employ. And Senna was not exactly quiet about the wonderful work you're doing down here, and I simply thought it in my mission to aid you in your exploits.
Oh, so you wish to see. You wish to see the king below become the king above.
Absolutely.
The king
Below becomes the king above.
And if it weren't for Senna over here, I wouldn't have even known, so...
Well, Senna, taking things into your own hands, bringing more people into the fold, though I must say, she's a little old.
And Tristan's just gonna kind of take a second. You can see she's gritting her teeth. She's like, this is physically painful. Might I ask?
Ask away.
As someone new to the fold, what might it take for you to be achieving your goals to become the king above?
The king above. Below.
The king below.
We need to work on that.
I'm sick.
Sick voice. Stop it.
And every time you do that, like, Pumpkin just, like, burbles. Like, he obviously doesn't know the words at all. He's just like, wah, 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 wah. He's trying to match everyone's tone and inclination, but he just doesn't know what's happening. Wait, what'd you ask?
I asked, like, what it's taking for him to become the king
right.
above.
Well, you know, going from the beneath to the above is quite a bit of an expensive experience, and so we're doing it a bit at a time, aren't we?
The king below becomes the king above.
Well, okay.
So I would imagine that it would take the support, or at least the deference of noblemen and women alike above, to support you in this endeavor.
Are you a noble woman?
Well, I didn't want to bring it up myself, but yes, and I do have quite a few friends and family of noble descent that I could be persuaded to bring about to your side. But I might need help in this endeavor, as I am new to your mission, of course. Perhaps we could work out an arrangement between the two of us.
And he's scratching, like, his lips with his long fingernail, considering this offer. And he turns to Mavis. What do you think, Mavis? Do you think milling about with the filthy nobility is how we get what we want?
I want nothing more than to see the king below become the king above as fast as possible.
The king
And
below
becomes the king above.
And whatever it takes to get you there the fastest.
But what do you think, Mavis? Do you think we crawl our way up there piece by our own bootstraps? Or do you think we allow the nobility to pull us up there?
I think the noble rat knows how to stow away on ships and in the houses of the rich to feed off of them and to take over what they have. We should trust, and we should take from the nobility.
Very insightful.
And she cowers away from their gaze.
Well, I suppose I could be convinced. But I think I'm going to be needing a little bit more reassurance that you are on our side before I put all of my little rats in a basket for you.
Why don't I leave with you an object of great value that I would never want to lose? I will take what I need for a mission to gather support for your cause. And when I return, we'll make a trade and you'll give me the object back. If I don't return, then you have the most valuable possession I've ever owned.
What is this object?
And she's going to pull out of her pocket this crystal figure of a squid that just, even though they're in these tunnels, it's still catching whatever light there is off of, the glint of, the cages or whatever it might be. And it's just refracting in the most beautiful rainbow iridescent way. And she says, this is a priceless heirloom that has been passed down from generation to generation in my family. I cannot stress enough how utterly irreplaceable it is. It would be devastating to me to lose it. So you should know I will return to retrieve it.
I want to give Senna a little look is that the thing from earlier?
And Senna just is like her eyes get big and she's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Y'all know each other well
Yeah.
enough that, that look is what the fuck? Yeah. Or
Okay.
it's the when you're out on a job and she's like, we need to get out of here. That's the look.
Gotcha.
So the Rat King will go over and pluck it from your open hand and eye it, the light refracting back into sort of his yellowed pupils. And then he'll hold it out. He'll hold it out to Tater. Tater, you know of junk? Is this one of your junks?
He's just kind of speechless, just staring at it. The king below will be the king above.
Tater, the king is asking you a question.
The king below will be the king above.
What is this worth?
It's beautiful.
I didn't ask what it looked like.
1 million silver. Easy. I've never seen anything like it.
Never. Not in every trash you've dug around in. Answer the question, boy!
I wouldn't blow it up.
That is saying something. All right, I will accept this. I will hold on to it while you chaperone my little rats on their next mission to retrieve some very valuable goods for our hoard. Sound good?
We'll see you when we get back.
Well, you don't know the thing yet.
I assume the rats do, the children, whatever they are.
They can probably explain it to you. Cinna, at least, can explain it to you. I think in the meantime, I will retire to my chambers, where I will not be disturbed.
Yes.
Mm.
Of course not.
If I hear one giggle out of any of you tonight.
Never.
A pleasure to meet you, Gwendolyn. I look forward to seeing the results of this opportunity. And with that, he'll stick the crystal squid into his little rat pocket and sort of do this dramatic twirl of the coat where you see all the tails like tassels on like a 1920s flapper dress just sort of like flip around. And he'll walk away and he walks like someone walking slow-mo down a runway that does not know how to walk down a runway. Like it's
me.
very high, thin heels and just sauntering. And then he will disappear. But as soon as like the children and the rats do not move until they hear the door close to his chambers.
Oh man, what are the odds of that? She also had a family heirloom just like the one that...
Oh, sick.
Are you a queen?
Yes.
Wow.
Don't lie to us.
Are you going to come with me or not?
Well, we have to go either way.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
question is, are you
I don't
going
want
to
to get
go
put
with
in the
us
box
or not?
again.
You won't go.
She's a queen.
Yes, she is.
Queen Gwendolyn.
Great.
Cool.
He bows. Tater
Like for
just
how long?
honors
Yeah,
the queen of below will become the queen above.
Okay,
Okay.
Tater.
Don't do that.
It's just,
Don't do that. I don't want that.
that's-
No.
That's what.
You're gonna be put in the cage with them if you keep doing that.
He just looks at the rat, looks back, just gotta.
That's hearsay.
Mm-hmm.
Shut it down.
You see
Okay,
no CC, no
Gwendolyn,
good, no
what's your
say.
big fucking plan?
Let's go.
Again, what? Do you know?
Good, where?
No, I know I want to get these kids as far away from the psychotic rat king as possible. I don't need to know what he wants them to steal. Let's get out of here.
I'll get my bombs, and he just climbs under the table.
Look, do you like it here?
Starts
You,
backing up.
little one that stole from me. Do you like it here?
Hey,
My name is Cinna. I have a name.
Do you
put
like
your finger
it
up
here?
to me again.
Should I bring the toxic water?
No.
Okay.
Is that just your pee?
Yeah, I just.
Stop peeing in bottles. That's what the
It's a bomb.
That's what the
It's a
corner's
bomb.
for.
Not a bomb.
No.
Just under the table.
If we could just calm down for a second and gather around, I will explain the plan for tomorrow that the Rat King relayed to me. Okay? You're welcome to join us.
I'm not joining you. I'm overseeing you.
Okay, why?
Cause she's a queen.
Oh my god,
'Cause she's taller
stop
than
it.
us.
Are you kidding me?
She is taller.
Why?
I don't care about.
Because I just defended your asses in front of that king.
We wouldn't
almost-
need defending
Oh,
if
would
you
you
had just left.
Would you have liked me to tell him the truth that you got caught running a quick scam on me? Do you want me to go back and tell him, no, actually what happened was she's not good enough at the job that you set her out for? You want me to go do that? I covered for you, okay?
You
And
could've
I'm
just
gonna give you a
left.
cut of whatever we get tomorrow.
And
Would
that'll
he
all
do
go
that
to
for
him
you?
too.
He's not gonna let you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd
No.
like to see him try.
Sounds like someone wants to go in the box.
More like someone who wants to go in the cage.
Oh gosh.
So where's the box?
Well, people
There-
come out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
People
No one
don't
comes
come out
of
of the
People
cage.
don't come out of the cage.
What I think you don't understand is that you can walk away whenever you want. But there's kids that are too young, and we're not going to just leave them. And you can have as much fun as you want threatening us, but this is our life. So if you're going to help us, help us. And if you're not, leave.
What
Okay.
you don't understand is this doesn't have to be your life. Wouldn't you like to earn a cut of everything you steal?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to pocket some of the profit? Wouldn't you like to eat fresh bread every day? Wouldn't you like to be treated decently? And wouldn't you like to get better at what it is you do by learning from someone who's been doing it for years?
What are years?
I think it's drips.
Okay.
Tomorrow, we'll do a test run. I'll teach you what I know. I'll run you through this mission, and you can keep what you earn. And I'll liberate you from this king. You don't have to work for him anymore. You can work for me, but not under the same conditions. You'll eat real food, you won't be housed next to rats, and you can keep 20% of the profits of whatever you steal for yourselves.
Can I have a real broom?
Yes.
Okay, so we each get 22 and person. Sick boy gets a broom.
You three get 20%, that one just gets a broom.
Yes.
Let's just see how tomorrow goes. We just live day by day, so if we can get through tomorrow and let's just get through tomorrow. That's all we can do.
Every day I wake up is a win for me.
Oh god.
Queen Gwendolyn,
Yes.
he's gonna hurt us.
He can't hurt you if I take you from him.
I
If I take you so far that you can never be found.
don't know if you. I think you underestimate the king.
Below with the buff.
Yeah, we don't
You
have to say it when
now.
he's
Right.
dying.
He can't be the king anywhere
He
if
can
he's
hear
dead.
us. Remember, he can hear us at any time. What did you say?
And Tristlin's just going to kind of flash her rapier hilt a little bit, like she's.
It's a fish.
Yeah.
Tristlin has 2 daggers and a rapier, so Tristlin's just gonna move back.
Oh my god, a fresh fish, can we have it?
They're all fish.
It says a weapon, not all weapons.
Okay, but you can't retcon that you pulled a fish out first.
Yeah, that's true. I pulled a fish out first, and then she goes,
Oh my god, she is
Can I
a
have
fish
She
lady.
is a fish lady.
I
Queen
will
of the
feed you.
fish.
The queen
I will
of fish
feed you,
becomes the queen
And
of
then she
fish.
pulls out the other side, and there's daggers, and she goes,
Okay,
and
well.
I will protect you.
Tater immediately is trying to jump and grab for that fish.
And there's like a
just
fish, she's flopping this fish
just-
around, she's going, I will protect you.
He's
And
trying.
the fish
The,
is,
Go
the
for it.
rats
Yeah,
just start
just-
Jump for it.
screaming again.
Yeah.
They're like trying
Grab
to
the
get
fish.
at
I
the
try
fish.
to grab the fish.
Queen Tristlin, she
I'll
she
fight
feeds,
for it.
She protects.
No, I'm stealing for it.
Roll for it.
I'm gonna roll for the stealing the fish.
Sure.
Get that fish.
Quick. Oh, 9? Do I get to add my quick to it?
So,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
plus
dude.
quick.
Plus 2. 11.
Ooh, he's so
ooh,
quick.
11. You
Did I do
catch
math
that
right?
fish.
He runs under the table. Just runs away.
It's like
she's
slapping him in the face.
she's just gonna kind of like bend down to see on his level, and she's gonna go, imagine how many more there are where that came from.
Wait, are there a lot of these in the sea?
He's gonna bite it. He's gonna bite into it.
Oh my god, we can
just-
cook it. We can cook the fish.
Okay, well,
All right. That's
he's
Tater
made
for
a
you.
choice. Damn it, Tater.
Well, listen, lady, appreciate the
I mean, it's
pipe
not gonna make
dreams.
any more sick. So.
We all bite the fish.
Yeah, just go.
Senna's just like, no.
Cinna.
Pumpkin
Eat the
tries to
fish.
pet the fish.
Oh.
Oh.
Pet it with your mouth.
Huh?
Do it. How many teeth does Pumpkin have?
Like 3.
And also in
Yeah.
petting it, he's just spearing his own blood on it.
He's smearing, well, you both have taken bites out of it, so he's smearing the fish blood with his own blood. He's now blood
It's
brothers
a
with that fish.
Delicacy.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you, my queen, for your gracious gift, and I'm gonna give it back to you.
And Tristlin's just gonna kind of do one of these with it, because it's absolutely disgusting at this point
Yeah.
that it's been picked at.
3 small children who gnawed on it, and one child smeared its own blood.
Like, flick it into one of the rat cages. for them
Ooh,
to
they
eat.
go crazy. Yeah.
Oh no, you're not
You
supposed to
should
feed him.
not do that.
No,
You're not
feed them.
supposed to feed
The
them.
rats in the cages will be the
Gwendolyn.
rates allowed. I don't know.
Oh.
You're a lot.
Yeah, they absolutely go like rabid, and more of them like get squelched through the cage,
Oh.
and just make some sort of weird rat jello at the base of.
So many of them die every day, and there are always exactly as many the next morning.
King
One
of
day
rats.
we'll talk about the birds and the bees, sick boy, but it's not today.
There's birds in there?
Tristan's just gonna point
I think I'm
at
allergic
the
to bees.
whatever tunnel she followed Senna in through, and she's going to say, "At the foot of the tunnel, tomorrow morning at first light. I'll see you then." And she's gonna head out.
Tater bows. All the way down. She's a queen.
I don't think she's a real queen.
Can you believe that lady?
I think
She
she's gonna
lied?
Get us killed.
Yeah, she's like us.
No, she's something much more dangerous.
She's a child queen?
I don't
No,
know
she's an adult. She's just deluded.
I've never seen a queen that dresses like that.
Yeah.
I've never seen a queen.
Well, you still haven't.
What do you mean?
Wait, what?
What do you mean?
You still haven't seen a queen?
Is she not a queen?
No, she's
No,
she's
she's not a
lying.
queen. She's just a liar.
Oh,
She's just a liar like us.
right.
But
You trust her.
No, I don't. I just
She's-
weird thing to lie about.
well, she's
Yeah. What if she's not lying?
exactly because adults lie for the wrong reasons and bad reasons, and you can't.
Can't trust them.
Yeah.
Exactly, sick boy.
All right. Well, I don't know what that lady's deal is, and she doesn't know what the plan is tomorrow, but we still need to go over it. So everybody, come get your dip rations.
It always makes my
My
head
eyes.
feel so heavy.
Come on
My-
in.
just like-
They're so far.
You
Oh, I
put
can
them
do
so
it.
far away, Dom.
I can do it. I can help. I can help.
My eyes just like.
No girl, great.
Cinna will pass these out, and it's just chewing tobacco, and it's so that's your allotted rations for the night. Everyone, make it last. Chew it for the next. Huh?
For people listening, perhaps on headphones, what's going to happen?
Oh yeah, misophonia trigger warning, including me. So for this was one of the unlocks. All of the characters have to stop what they're doing, shove dip in their mouth, and pretend to chew or actually chew for the next 5 minutes.
The thing about chewing tobacco is you only chew it a little bit and then you leave it in the back of
I
your
thought
mouth.
about
I
that,
hate
but
that.
this is
Yeah, but-
fantasy, high fantasy chewing
Yeah.
tobacco, and you have to chew it.
All right,
Well,
well,
break, girl.
then I'm doing the whole thing.
The whole thing?
I don't want sugar.
You don't want sugar?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry
you can
about it.
fake it. You can fake it.
Okay.
It's just supposed to be obnoxious chewing for 5 minutes, essentially.
5 minutes. You
Yeah.
know what?
I'm gonna start a timer
One with
if
the
everybody's
king.
ready.
King with the one.
Everybody's good?
Are we
Okay,
doing a
here we
whole
go.
mouth?
I don't know. I
Do
do.
it.
We
do
for
what you
I
want.
have to.
Alright.
Listen, I made a lot of mistakes.
I don't like you
In my
very
life.
much.
Whatever sick boy does, I have to.
No.
All right, so everybody gather around. We're gonna go over the plan for tomorrow.
Mhm.
Okay. By the Rat King's orders, we are supposed to.
stuck in my beak.
Mm.
Do you need me to help
Can
you?
I make it into a bomb?
What's the beak?
I'm just gonna
Thank you, boo.
push that. Okay.
Thank
There you
you.
He takes a little dip out and sticks it on his goggles. Later, saving.
Why Tater?
Later,
Flavor.
later, later, saver tater. You know,
Later saver Tater.
Whenever we do dip,
easy.
it makes me feel worse, but also better.
I'm very awake right now.
Yeah.
It's an appetite suppressant, so we've already hit our allotted amount of rats we can eat, and didn't see anybody coming back with food today. So either you do that, or you have a stomachache all night. So,
I'm a little mad because the fish lady, she didn't let us eat the fish.
huh?
She didn't let us keep the fish. She threw it at the rats.
Well, Tater soiled it. What's
Oh,
that?
okay, so no.
Delicious. And he's just kind of like starting to bug out a little. You gave a child dip.
Yeah.
I don't know if you.
Tater, go make a bomb. Go make a bomb.
He just darts under the table and starts just throwing stuff around.
This is horrific. You did this to us. I hate you, Banner. I hate you.
Blame Chad.
Thanks, chat.
Chat, why would you be like this?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so tomorrow, first thing in the morning,
Great face.
the
missed that.
exquisitous. It's still happening. 3 more minutes.
That's so long ago.
I ain't going nowhere. One time I stuffed 30 gummy worms in my mouth. This is nothing.
Why would you look like that?
That was a stream goal.
That's
Okay.
yeah, that's always what it is.
Mhm.
The Exquisites Merchants Guild is going to be coming into town first thing tomorrow. They're going to have all of their goods in one single cart. We're talking gold, we're talking magical items, we're talking ancient texts. Tater, I'm talking.
Dying!
I'm talking.
Fine.
Tater, don't swallow the dip.
I can't stop swallowing it.
It's really hard not to.
Blow up the guild cart, right?
Blow it up. No, we want the stuff inside. It's very rare, precious items and money. We can sell them. We can increase the Rat King's hoard, and that'll make it easier for him to take over topside. So we need to stay focused on this.
The king becomes a king.
Y'all have to do that right now.
And yeah, I heard everything you said. Blow it up. I got just the thing.
We can't blow it up,
Blow it up.
Tater.
No, that had it too.
Mm-hmm. So blow up the people.
You know, Shannon, you can't tell the plan during dip time. They get all riled up.
It's very
I'm
true.
struggling with dip. I don't have teeth. I have a beak.
It's just under her.
It's just under my bird tongue, and I'm trying to nibble at it.
I'm trying to talk as it's there and it's giving me a lift. Dip is great!
I'm
He
so
sits
hungry,
on the
so I have
ground
to
in the
use it.
sewer water.
You know, you
and
guys
just-
are not acting very grateful for the dip.
I love
I'm
it.
not. I've always said I don't like it.
Look, his face is clearing up. He's so happy right now. He's less sick boy for one moment.
But it's the only time I can breathe out of my nose.
It's amazing, right? Come here.
What's our timer at, by the way? I do hate this.
30 seconds.
Fuck.
5 minutes is a long time.
A very long time.
Here are the details about the Exquisitous Merchant's wagon. It is heavily armored, so it would be difficult to blow up even if we wanted to, which we do not want to. Okay, it's guarded by multiple guards. We don't actually know how many it's going to be. And of course, there's someone driving it. So we have at minimum one person to deal with. And you're done.
Oh my God,
Yay,
thank
dip
God.
time.
Did anybody else forget an alarm had been set and panic at the sound of that?
No,
Fire alarm.
no, we were all waiting.
We knew. Oh, thank
Doing
God.
something gross off
Oh.
camera.
Can I just say I'm grateful that it's now canon that I wasn't responsible for the dip
I
habit.
did that for you.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
I caused the dip habit, and I will fix it.
Thank you.
I feel worse for having swallowed it.
Thank you. I always do too.
Same. But
I'm
I
a
spit it
trooper
out.
though, so. Quitter.
Yeah, I
Quitter.
quit on that quick.
Quitter.
I was gonna make the joke. I'm glad you did instead.
Spitters. Quitters.
Okay.
You know, you do what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's fair.
So the king's plan was that we take a few of us out and we throw ourselves on the wagon, and then once we're on the wagon, whoever's in the wagon or on the wagon will start throwing the items at us to get us off the wagon, and then the Rat King will come collect them.
Oh, is this like where Sick Boy has to jump into the spokes of a wheel again?
I mean,
It worked so well last time.
Yeah. We can come up with a different plan, maybe.
yeah, I mean that's the one he pitched.
Yeah.
But since I guess this Gwendolyn lady is going to be there instead of him, we don't necessarily have to do that.
I mean, if someone's got to go on the spokes of a wheel, I'll do it. You know.
Is that what you want to do?
I
Sick
don't
boy?
want to, but I don't want anyone else to have to do it.
I'll give you a bomb. Can you jump in?
We can't do bombs. I know you're all jacked up on dip right now, but that's not an option.
We can't do explosive bombs. We could do some other kind of bomb.
Do you have like a glue bomb? Or
I only
goop?
have explosive bombs. Every bomb that I have explodes.
You know what I mean.
But
You know what I mean,
explosions.
Tater.
Could-
Like hurty, bad.
Yeah,
but
like not
explosion.
fire, but what if it could be like goop
Goop or smoke or smell
or make it slippery?
Yeah,
Okay.
oil or something, but not light it on fire.
We're doing this tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll work on it tonight.
You'll brainstorm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Any
I'll
other
have
plans?
17 bombs ready.
Great.
I'll go out.
I got the dip burps.
Oh no.
The derps.
We'll keep him quiet because you know the king hates hearing you. I'll go
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and do some late night pickpocketing. If you need anything, send me with a list.
I'll take 14 candies. I need it for bombs, and I will probably ask for more fish.
Okay, yeah.
Definite needed for bombs.
You've developed a taste for fish, and I respect that.
Raw
I'm trying to
fish.
puppy dog eyes her.
Yeah,
Like,
do it.
very,
Yeah.
like I clearly need 3 copper.
Isn't that your weakness?
Oh yeah,
Then you automatically fail.
even better.
Oh yeah.
That is 100% my weakness.
You can try that. Just describe how you
Wait,
do it
no.
badly.
You're not like your weakness isn't giving puppy dog eyes; it's receiving them, right?
Yeah. When I want to like manipulate an adult, like it just
Okay,
don't
it's a-
Never mind.
Yeah.
All right, I tried to help, man.
No. It
Okay.
fails. It's
But what
very
does
clear.
you being bad at puppy dog eyes look like?
Yeah.
You know what it needs for a bomb, and when I need a bomb to make sparkles and candies, lots of candies, and some of that more dip, like 18 pounds of it. I don't know what a pound is, but I heard someone talk about it.
Okay.
And fish.
You can-
Fish is delicious. And please,
That's not the look that you're. Oof, he misses.
please. And like he has goggles that just make his eyes huge,
Yeah.
so they're just,
You're just
like,
you're not blinking, and it's disturbing, man.
what is blinking?
It's you gotta do it every once in a while.
Okay. Candy.
Ha!
Candy.
And she's just, and then she's
Candy.
gonna fly away.
Tater. Only crucial things, okay? This is a big day tomorrow.
Okay, Senna.
If we don't pull this off, something bad is gonna happen.
Box.
I don't.
No.
There's a lot of us involved. I think it's gonna be worse than the box if it goes bad.
Yeah.
Okay, Senna.
He's always talking about the culling.
Yeah.
Which, what does that mean?
I don't know. It does. It's not
Sounds
good.
very nefarious.
Yeah.
I know what it means, but I already flew away.
Is that like a cake?
I know words.
No, I
Like
don't.
culinary?
I think it. No, I think it's a bad.
Don't forget.
Yes, I know.
Okay, cool.
I think it's a bad. It's a bad one.
Mhm.
So, only important things, okay?
Okay.
No candy.
Can we talk about how like he calls us rats, but then kittens, and then puppies and whelps? Like
Very
we're-
confusing.
I don't know which one we are.
I'm a little boy.
Well, actually, yeah. Well, actually, baby rats are called puppies and kittens.
Senna,
What?
you know so much about the world.
Oh, that was out of character.
Yeah.
out of character. Is this what you do? You make the holy cross?
Yeah.
Um,
This is for Jesus.
That is what they're called. Well, we'll figure out something tomorrow. Apparently, this lady's going to be there. Maybe she can help us come up with a better plan than jumping on a wagon. But I think the best thing for us to do tonight is just to get some sleep. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What?
I motioned sick boy over.
Yes.
And I don't want Senna to see.
Oh, okay,
It's
sure.
Like, well, I mean, he probably do, but he's like,
Okay.
What? What? Are you...
and I whisper to you, hey, will you move the table so I can make an amazing laboratory? Just like flip it on its side.
But
Just do it.
we gotta do it.
Do
That'll.
Do it.
It'll literally.
Sick boy.
No,
Please. I have to make a laboratory.
We got it.
Sick boy.
We got it near perfect.
Do it.
And we almost got
Do
the
it.
table
Try
perfect.
it. One time.
Okay. The table is more matchbooks than anything else, so like it'll never be okay.
Outside.
Turn it on its side.
What are you guys doing?
It's his idea, and I'm gonna crawl behind it and just like try to like pull it against
Oh my
the
God.
seats that are there.
Tater, bedtime. Bedtime.
Bomb time. Okay.
So Senna's going to sort of like usher everyone towards the bedroom, which is literally just another section of the tunnel that has a grate over where the wetness is, and there's just been a bunch of old hay thrown on top of the grate so that they can sleep on it and not get wet, sort of. And then there's like a couple pillows. There's definitely not enough for everybody, and it smells somehow worse in this room because of the like mildewy hay mixed with the damp tunnel smell. But that's where everybody sleeps in like one big pile. It essentially looks like a toddler nest. And you're out looking for things. Let's just have you roll a steal and roll just to see like what you do end up collecting.
All right, 10 plus quick is an 11.
Nice. So whatever like list you might have gotten from Tater or what you want to collect, we'll just say you don't have to name what it is right now, but if it comes up, we'll just say like
magnesium phosphate.
You're not missing anything.
Yeah. No, I think she does try to
anything.
get like a piece of candy.
Yeah.
And then we'll split it 42 ways, so everyone just feels a
That's
little bit
really
of
sweet.
sweetness.
Everybody licks the
Everyone lit the candy one time.
Oh my God. And as we watch the children go into sort of a restless sleep amongst the filth hay, that is where we will take our break. So we've got some unlocks once we come back that I will announce to everybody. And thanks for tuning in. Stick around during the break, but make sure you take care of yourself as well. We'll see you back in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yay.
balls.
That's my favorite.
Basketball.
Our personal life.
It was
is
a
personal.
volleyball. Jiminy
God.
Christmas.
Oh.
Welcome back
ball.
from the break. Thank you everybody for sticking around. Thank you all so much for the support so far. Really, really
You got
appreciate it.
Good thing.
We do have one toast here.
More
you-
dip. More dip.
No, that was
dip.
only one dip unlock, and it
That was very
brutal.
good.
This toast is
Booty.
from Mocho. And Mocho says, and it goes like this, booty! That was for Sam. That was fantastic.
Explain the reference.
It's a song of mine because I play music on Twitch.
I thought you were a magician.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Start off,
magician.
Sam's a magician.
And these are my rerolls. We've got 3 rerolls to hand out. We have got one from Mortem Interium to me. Thank you, Mortem.
No.
We have got one from Abby Marie 91 to the table.
I would like to roll stealing
Abby.
Please
to steal one.
Oh, it's not so
Steal
fun
it.
on the other side of it, is it, Abria?
Listen.
Is it?
8.
Listen,
Plus
if you
quick
can
10.
get away with it, it's okay.
I have done that to Tom before.
Yeah, we did it
Who
on
is
stream.
Tom?
He's counting.
And Perfect Cosima
Perfect.
giving one to me. Thank you so much. I
got
actually
like
don't
10.
roll, so this is funny I have these. Well, I guess my character is the other character.
Then you can
Let's go.
force us to reroll.
Yeah, you can
Oh, cool.
impose
Nice.
disadvantage.
Well, I'll do that now.
Yeah.
And then we have some other unlocks
Just
that are
try.
going to come up.
Great.
But I should have asked Bria something during the break.
Whoopsie. Can you send
Whoopsie.
me a text?
Oh well, creating new canon.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't conflict with what
That'll be
already
fine.
happened because I have a bad memory.
I have a very big device. It's fine. It's fine. Just do you.
It's canon now.
Don't mess up.
Don't ruin everything.
Like no pressure, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no,
like,
no. I just
Only an
answered my own
integral
question in my
piece of a
brain.
backstory.
Girl, do what you want. It'll be great.
But hello, welcome. Where am I? If you want to still contribute to the goal, I think we have one pretty top tier goal that is yet to be met, and you can do !1 unlocks to check out all the ones that have already been unlocked. I think everything besides that last one has been.
What's the last
but
one?
We're still. It's
Yeah.
to do another tot one shot, another tot shot.
Wait, how far are we from that?
I don't know. How far are we from that, Dom? Halfway?
Yeah, we're halfway.
Tot Shot 2.0.
We are
the return
halfway
of the
to
tots.
tot shot 2.0.
Follow-up question.
Top shot part 2.
Can I do something on my phone on the Twitch app unrelated to us donating
You don't even
ourselves?
need the Twitch app.
Yeah.
You just got to. I mean, all you have to do is hit !unlocks. And
Just like, is it appropriate if I pull out my phone right now? Because
I'm not saying
also,
I've never done that.
I'm not saying that I.
I've also
That's
at
annoying.
points literally just handed Dom $5 of real money.
I
That's
literally,
counts, right?
Havana and I had like a coffee meeting going over like Trislan's backstory, and I pitched maybe 4 or 5 one-shots of Tot adventures. Like,
Tossies.
I had ideas for days for the Tot.
Oh my god,
Naughty
have you
tot.
talked to her about your backstory?
Not pretty limited.
Cool.
No.
That seems super cool. It seems super cool that you
just
did it for the
talk
one shot. No, that's
backstory.
fine.
No, we'll
That's
talk.
fine.
We'll
It's
talk.
super fine.
We've talked about.
I
Yeah.
got shade and
We
salt.
talked.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
That's
We're
cool.
friends.
Yeah,
I guess
no.
we
That's
saw
not like I
cats.
run the rest of
you
the
know,
thing,
it was
yeah.
great.
I was very upset to not be invited to that, by the way. So
You had already
just
seen it.
the fact that you think.
Oh
we
my
should
God,
have seen
stop!
it once.
Thanks
I
for the
didn't do
sub,
anything.
Sadie. It's
Oh,
for you.
thank you. You're welcome. You're so welcome.
Also, I would like to mention that we have a cumulative goal for
Sorry.
the entire season.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yes.
What is that about?
$7 million.
I don't know anything about that.
We'll explain because
I forget if we hit $7,000 cumulatively over the entire season.
11 episodes.
11 episodes. This is episode
Including
2,
this one?
including the this part of the 11. That is the music video,
Oh, is it
Whoa.
a music video?
No,
We're doing
what is
a
it?
No, no,
we're
no,
doing
no.
a musical episode.
musical episode. That's what it was.
Hey, you want to come?
I
Do
love
the-
musicals.
Yeah.
He's a magician, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you do magic on our musical episode?
Yes, with my face and voice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would like that.
With my
All right,
voice.
confirmed.
Yeah.
7K, so we can bring this
What are you
fabulous
up
motherfucker
to?
back.
Nothing. Oh my God. I got a new phone. I have to download the Twitch app. Shut up.
Oh, which phone did you get?
Oh, I got the iPhone 11.
Yeah, my team. I love you the most.
Blue bubbles. Blue
Where my
bubbles.
note people at?
You were just yelling.
It's all about them Pixel 4s.
Oh.
Do me a favor. Start the next episode with inspiration.
Oh my God, I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
Stop it.
This is collusion, and I don't even play in that game.
seriously.
If you
Collusion.
You get yourself an
Can I
iPhone
collude?
11, you can play that game.
Yup.
Oh.
Yup. Those eyebrows are so wacky. I love it. All right, you were doing something, running a game.
It's a lot.
Where do you DMing
yeah. What? What'd you say?
Oh, it's me, Tater.
Now you got to do it more subtly. That's the only way to
Stop.
get away with it.
Give it back.
Trust.
I feel like if I can get to
It's
the table
like, it's
before
like you
that's
want
true.
Mavis
That's
to
also
be
canon.
eaten by rats.
What?
It's
Eh.
like you want Mavis to be eaten by rats.
Par
I
for
just-
the course.
Ooh.
Listen, canonically, only one of the tots has to survive
Yep.
this.
This is. I didn't need that information. No.
I'm going
canonically
down.
speaking.
No!
Blaze of glory.
Canonically, Vanna's games always get dark as shit.
This game started dark as shit.
Yeah,
Thank
what do
you
you
for
mean? You're
unlocking.
kidding?
We have a place to sleep.
Yeah.
You monster.
And you did. It was a pile of hay on a grate. Otherwise, you just have to sleep in a puddle.
It's actually really helpful because Pumpkin isn't potty trained yet, so he just pees
Oh,
straight
yeah.
through.
Pumpkin's got a burlap diaper.
Mhm.
Always that diaper rash when you've got a burlap diaper is
Gotta make it
wild.
work.
His
Hard
butt's
to do.
so raw.
Yeah.
He's got rosacea on his cheeks.
Soaked and
All cheeks.
All cheeks.
all cheeks all day.
All right. Are you done, Negs?
I'm really not. I use two-factor authentication. Can somebody just tip on my behalf?
Can
It's
someone
taking
just
so
donate
long.
$500 really quick?
Okay, or I'll do my bit as Trislin, then I'll tip, and then we'll
Okay,
go,
let's cut to Tristan
let's
really
do
quick.
that.
Okay. We're back in the zone. Auto zone.
Mm-hmm.
We both did this at the same time.
This is the dance app.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a fun
I don't
sound.
know.
Okay, but
More
for
of
real.
that O'Reilly
Hey, yeah,
auto parts
but
We're the
person.
fun side of the
We
table.
are.
That's
O'Reilly. We do high
Auto
fives.
cards.
Is
Yeah.
this my fault?
Yeah.
We're AutoZone.
This is what it feels like
Yeah.
when
We're gonna be
I'm
Goodyear
in the
tires
GMC.
next.
Is this what it feels like?
Is that
It's exactly what it's like.
Absolutely. Whoa.
Oh, wait.
Oh no, she used her teacher voice.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Teachers are the worst.
Parents just don't understand.
So Trislin
Take it to the man.
was doing stuff, right?
So we open up on a shot of Trislin in her room at the inn. She's maybe recovering from a slight hangover, but she's busying herself about the room with something. What is this something?
Yeah, so yesterday in her drunken stupor, Trislin booked an additional room at the inn, presuming that she would be bringing the tots back with her. So she's kind of been looking through both her personal belongings and anything she could find in the surrounding area of the inn to put together what she thinks a woman with no children, no cousins, no nieces, no or nephews, no friends or family
No friends.
She's just-
wow.
who have children.
Oh, okay.
She's
Well-
guessing what children would like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a vibe.
So she's picked up a couple of bricks that she found on the property, and she kind of used, like, I assume she found the equivalent of not necessarily paint, but like some smushed berries or something that she could create a kind of finger paint with, and she's tried to draw crude little faces on the bricks. She thinks they're like toys for the kids.
Oh my
She's
god.
made little
dream, man.
things that like she's kind of
Pretty much
begrudgingly
Legos.
doing. Yeah, creating like little homemade, really crappy toys. And so she's created like, I assume she got a room that had, feel free to correct me, but maybe like 3 little twin beds or twin size kind of beds. And she's put
Not enough beds is the point.
not enough beds is the point. And she's put a brick on each of them, and then she's put maybe like a little sweet on each of them, like some kind of whatever area they're in, if they're known for like saltwater taffy or like
One for each of
toffees or just like
Steal all
on
of
the bed. And she's trying to downplay it, like she didn't really do anything, but you can tell she's really genuinely excited to have something to like prep for. You know, she's never had a project before.
Yeah.
That's just the turn down service. They leave taffy and bricks.
Can you imagine?
All the customers get
They
it.
draw
you know?
happy faces on them. They all get it.
So you can tell she's also something she's doing is she's kind of
Thank you.
I don't
Thank
know
you,
who you
Tris.
are, but I love you. She's testing childproofing. So she's kind of getting down on her hands and knees, and she's trying to look at things as if she were a child.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
break
she's
that.
like doing this against bed frames and seeing if it hurts her head. And like when it does, she just kind of looks around and tries to like pat it with stuff. But she doesn't know what she's doing, but the effort is there, you know?
Yeah. Love it. That's perfect. And then you sort of leave that space.
The one thing that she does do before heading out is she pops down to, I assume there's like a tavern-y kind of space within the inn, and she gets individual, you know, they make those like mini baguette kind of loaves of bread where it's not like enough to feed a whole family, but like an individual eating a lot. So she gets enough to feed like 5 tots, and she puts that in her cloak. In her
Getting a
pocket.
little fun.
She's
So
bringing
nice.
She's bringing the freshest bread.
Birds love bread so much.
Birds do love bread.
It's bad for them. You shouldn't keep breads.
Erica are different.
bread.
Don't feed
Yeah.
breads birds.
Don't
Yeah.
feed breads
Yeah.
birds.
I thought it was rice that was bad.
It's
for them.
both. They're not
Okay.
supposed to have both. It's a tough life for a bird, honestly.
You know what?
Honestly,
I say
bread's-
let them live.
Bread's not good for humans either, but I still eat it.
Here we are.
No one should
True
eat bread,
that.
I think.
That's the name of the episode. No one should eat bread.
God.
What a misleading title.
What is this, the keto
Um,
diet episode? Is that what we're-
So I imagine after you leave that, you're sort of walking back to the space of like how you came and exited that tunnel space.
Yeah.
And the group of you are leaving that tunnel space. So it's everybody here with the addition of Pumpkin
Oh,
is
no.
coming with you.
Why did we bring the worst of us?
Well, obviously.
Pumpkin would not go away. Pumpkin was chatting with you about a roly bug, and just sort of climbed a ladder absentmindedly and walked down a street absentmindedly. and-
Tater's gonna. Pumpkin? You ready for today?
Yeah, I'm ready. I saw 3 roly bugs.
Yes, rolly bugs. That's exactly what we were gonna say for bombs.
You know,
roly polies.
I'd roly polies,
Yes.
I thought they were called pill bugs.
pill bugs.
This is why I'm the brains of the group.
I love pill bug. I love pill bug. I can be a roly poly.
Tater's gonna hand.
Show me.
Pumpkin's gonna like curl his little tubby
Perfect.
bubby up.
That's great.
Oh.
That's great.
Tubby bubby and be like this perfect circle and roll before
Yes.
y'all leave the tunnels and just rolls right through a puddle.
No, remember,
Ta-da!
pill and stab, and I'm gonna hand a nice piece of glass. Pill, stab.
No,
Pill
don't give
stab.
pill.
and
Don't
stab.
give.
Pill stab.
No, don't
Pill and
give.
stab.
Don't give glass to no.
We
Can I
all
have-
get
I've
glass.
got bandages on my cuts, and so I can't
we're
cut
just
them
gonna
again.
Hold up glass that I fashioned into
More
knives for all of
glass?
us.
Oh my God,
yes.
no!
Pill and stab.
Hey, pill and stab.
Stop giving Pumpkin glass. And I'm gonna hand him the one piece of candy I managed to steal.
He's just gonna take it and just eat it, wrapper and
Wait,
all.
what's that?
Try. Okay. Okay. No.
Tastes like paper.
That's my favorite taste.
You know, if you take
Slice it like
He swallows it whole.
Yeah. It doesn't even just. Oh.
So the group of you are climbing up the narrow ladder that leads out of the tunnel system, and what I'm going to describe you see too, just sort of at a different point of view. And you find yourselves walking down this dewy cobblestone street of the town of Daggerford.
Slow walking,
Uh,
cool kids. I've got like bombs fashioned around me.
You're just
In
a tiny
pocket.
Chewbacca.
playing.
Just
It's the
like-
vampire baseball season.
Are you
I mean-
Dragonborn?
Do you think
I'm a
we're-
little elf.
Oh,
like
you're a little
pudgy
elf,
little
right.
elf,
You,
big old
are you
ears
saying
on
we're
his
all
mouth.
cool? Because
Yeah.
Sick Boy is definitely wheezing as he
Yeah.
climbs the ladder.
And I was just doing one of these with things
Nice.
jiggling around in my coat, right? Like, just like it's like there are fuses sticking out. It's probably not very safe.
Wow.
I'm a bird
tiny-
walking, so it's a bit of a
Yeah,
waddle.
you're just waddling forward.
Oh, man.
It's gonna go great.
It's so good.
So yeah, slow motion, like action movie shot of y'all walking down the dewy cobblestone streets, which you feel very cool. It looks super stupid. And the bright light of the dawn, because it's very early morning, is absolutely blinding to you after spending so many hours like underground and only coming up at night, things like that. This is very sort of disorienting experience for you. And you can see there's a few people sort of plodding around, but they're extremely focused on what their path is for their morning routine, so they're not really paying much attention to any of you, despite Tater's best efforts.
Can I
And
pick one of their pockets as we walk?
sure, go for it.
I've never been prouder.
Thank you. I do like you. And
She's
you're
gonna
hypothetical.
die.
Yeah, all right. It's a 10 plus 1 is an 11.
Reroll.
Protege.
What?
Reroll.
What the fuck?
You mess with
Can
the
I
bull,
see
you
you
get the
doing it?
horns.
It tried
Why
to
would
do
you
it
say
too.
that?
Is that a 2?
It's pretty bad. It's a 5.
Can we use our
Plus
reroll?
1 is a 6. Go
No,
fuck
only
yourself.
one reroll.
No, you used yours.
Yeah.
Is that the reroll rule? Only one reroll rule for the roll of the
Probably
reroll?
shouldn't have fucked with me so much.
Got it.
The GM
you
of
can't
every other episode will remember this.
You can't re-roll any of my re-rolls.
Okay. That's a good roll.
Well, you don't get rolls. That makes sense.
Wait, are you gonna take that role into the rest of Salt Bay? Like that rule that she just made up?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to make it much worse for you. Remember, this is a one shot, and I have 10 more episodes.
So we can.
Why did you give her that
Stir the
idea
pot.
then?
This is
I
fine.
didn't mean to.
Seat
Whoopsie.
of power.
Fucking whoopsie.
I'm just trying to exert my power while I can.
Yeah.
That is what you
Enjoy
do.
it while it
You'll feel the effects all season.
Mhm.
So what happens is you walk up to someone and try and pick their pocket, but this is again really disorienting for you. You're
Yeah.
very used to doing this under the cover of night. It's usually like busier on the streets in the evening, and you're sort of like, especially with your giant eyes and how much light they take in,
Yeah.
it's just like you're like, oh, I guess I'm stealing. I don't know what's happening, and it's sort of just like your depth perception is so off that it's like when you try to clap. Thank you.
Oh, crap. I was supposed to be doing that. Thank you for the reminder.
It's like when you try to clap and you miss your hand. Like it's that, so you like go for the pocket and you just whiff it. Like you just airball it. And you sort of stumble and then you're like, okay, well, practice round.
Yeah.
Got that out of the system.
Everyone needs to warm up.
I'm gonna try and put a bomb in someone's pocket. This is what I do.
Really?
I'm literally gonna try and it's like a little one, like a little popper.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know if it actually does anything. I've never actually tested it, but I'm going to light it and then try to just stick it in someone's pocket.
Are you putting it in like one of the Todd's pockets or are you putting it in a stranger's
Absolutely
pocket?
putting it in Sick Boy's pocket.
Okay,
back
great.
Pocket. Yeah.
Roll for stealing because we'll just reverse it to a sneak.
Easy. Is this a quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
7.
So mixed results. So you get
That's fair.
you do get the what?
Do you have
little
a pocket?
popper? Do you have you put it in his
If
prison
you
wallet.
have any sort of pants at all?
I imagine he has some very rudimentary pants of some sort. They probably don't have pockets, but you could probably stick it in a waistband
right
or
in the
something.
waistband. I'm just
Stick it
trying
in
to-
the waistband.
Sick Boy, just hold on. I'm just gonna do it.
But the downside, since it's mixed results, is that Sick Boy does notice that you did that.
Wait, why?
Hold on. Just hold on.
No.
It's good for us.
Take it out and throw it.
I mean, it
So it's just like a popping noise.
barely
Yeah.
does anything.
So yeah, it just pops in the air. Someone there's not a lot of people on the street, but someone on the street like looks over and is like shakes their head at you, just like fucking street urchins kind of energy. So Tristan, you would be seeing everything they're seeing. You can kind of see them in like a line waddling up
Supermassive
up the
black
street.
hole is playing.
If you're getting ready to play baseball, you know.
And as you're all coming together in that sort of like morning stillness, apart from the popping, is you can hear the distinct clatter of large wheels bearing a heavy load that's rolling down the shimmering stonework of the streets. And now you're all together. Hey.
Oh, why?
Thanks,
Oh, that was me. Thank you.
Do you just thank yourself?
I think
Well, it
Jova
wasn't
gifted
actually.
her.
Okay.
He gifted me a sub before. I always use my Twitch Prime, so if it expires, somebody always snipes me.
Inspirations.
So,
The snipe.
what are we stealing? Who are we robbing?
There's a cart coming. They're gonna throw me in the spokes to stop it, and then we're gonna steal.
Yeah. And I'm
We maybe don't have the clearest plan. We maybe
Yeah.
have 4 unique
gonna
plans.
do one of these. Just point. And there's some makeshift vials and broken stuff with fuses in them.
Yeah.
No, honey, no.
My queen.
Have you been doing this the whole time that you've been running these?
Works every
comms?
time.
No, this is only the 4th time I had to be spokes.
I don't really think we've ever done anything this big before.
Yeah.
But we're up for it.
Pumpkin walks up to you and does Tristan have hair?
Tristan does. It's never come up on stream, so I've thought about it a lot.
What
in my
color's her
downtime.
hair?
Thank you so much for asking.
I ask you motherfuckers to describe yourselves
No, I know.
constantly.
I know.
I literally emailed you all last week. I
Okay,
need descriptions of all your characters.
I'm very sorry about that. I have not
Nobody's
written that.
responsible.
No one's done it.
Nobody's done it.
I've been
I'm
very
so
busy
sorry.
working on this one shot that no one's listening to.
Can I tell you, 2-factor authentication only works if you don't have your previous phone bricked, because I got locked out of my email for quite some time not being able to get in with my old phone. It was awful. But I digress. Tristan has like shock white hair.
Okay.
Which is why she
Ooh.
tends to try and hide it,
Okay.
being stealthy,
Yeah.
you know?
That's cool.
So Pumpkin walks up to you and Pumpkin is in their regular burlap getup, but they're holding this like super tubby white rat, like this albino rat, up to your face, and it's like, look, Miss Gwendolyn, I found you if you were a rat.
What was your name again?
I'm Pumpkin.
Bomb holder.
I'm Bumholder Pumpkin.
Good job, Pumpkin. And Tristan's going to pull out a loaf, like an individual little loaf of
Is
bread.
it a fish?
Your hand gesture made it look like you're going to. So Tristan's gonna fucking
gun.
shoot him.
Shoot the rat.
Shoot him in the head.
Wow, this did get dark.
I
Good
told
job.
Sam before there's no violence against children.
You didn't tell me that. So Tristan's gonna blow his brains out.
Nice.
Tristan's gonna give him one of the tiny little individual loaves of bread and say, "Good job, Pumpkin. I like your creative thinking."
Oh, what the hell is this?
So this is called
What the half of a bump is this?
this is called bread. You eat it. It's like food but better.
Eat it.
You're
eat
gonna
it,
need to stop
eat it.
that while I'm talking.
Is my queen.
It's like food but better.
It's
Try
like
it.
it's like rat, but it doesn't make your stomach hurt.
Well, I don't know what it feels like to not have my stomach hurt.
And Tristan's just gonna kind of motion to all the other tots and say, "I brought one for each of you." She's gonna hand one
I'm like on the
to each of
knee,
them.
4 hands up. Bestow upon me your gift.
And she's gonna take the bread, and to Tater, she's just gonna go from one shoulder to the next shoulder, and then put it in his hand and say, "You are my knight now."
Wait, me next!
He's just gonna try and stuff all
Baby
of his
Gwen!
mouth.
Baby Gwen!
Yes.
Baby Gwen next!
Baby Gwen will have to earn it, alright? Eat that bread first. And she'll be...
mean
I'm gonna tear his bread in half so he can like gum the inside because he's got like 3 teeth.
As soon as you hand it to Pumpkin, immediately just tears off a little piece and just tries to feed the rat.
Oh.
Like, it's very hyper-focused on the rat.
While he does that, I just try to like wang the rest of it into his mouth, just like eat. You also eat. There we go.
We'll
Lateral
pull the
thinking.
fuse out.
So, here's what I'm thinking. I don't like the idea of you throwing a child under the spokes of this wheel.
Well, I mean, Sick Boy's done it before.
Sure.
And look at him, he's still here.
Successful every time.
All this. And it
The
was Sick
cough
Boy's
was
idea.
before that. The cough was not because of the smoke.
It's
That's true,
basically
he's always
been
had that.
since the dip.
Sick Boy's dying slowly. Here's what we're gonna do.
It was like the king always says, "What doesn't kill you?"
It doesn't.
No, he literally just like,
He
"What
wants to
doesn't
know."
kill you?"
Yeah,
He
it's
wants
fair.
to
The king
know.
of below is the king above.
All right.
You don't have to say that up here.
What we're gonna do is we're going to fake being trapped under the wheel. So, you all are going to hide on either side of where this cart is going to be coming through. I'm going to throw a dagger through to
Bomb.
stop one of the wheels. A dagger, not a
Is that our
bomb. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to act as if they've run me over, but in fact, it's the dagger that has stopped them. All right? It's the same idea as your plan, but I don't have to actually get hurt to do it. Okay, hold all questions until the end. Just a minute, Tater. So, you all are on either side, and you will be able to go infiltrate the cart while they come and attend to me. Okay? Any suggestions, any critiques, any ideas? Yes, Tater?
Can I throw a bomb?
No. Any other suggestions, any other critiques? Yes, Senna.
Well, Tater does have a bomb that spreads red jelly everywhere. It looks kind of like blood.
You may throw that bomb onto me at the moment of fake impact.
It'll kill everything in a 1,000,000-mile
No.
radius.
No.
Yeah, we're just on the side like
Tater.
You have to be very careful with the things that I make.
Tater, what we want to do is fake an injury. You don't want to actually harm me, but make it look like their cart has hurt me. What we want to do is manipulate them into thinking they're in the wrong and get them to try and fix it for
I
us.
didn't get any of that, so I'm gonna blow you up.
Can somebody talk to this one?
No.
Thank
Just let
you.
it happen. It's
Thank you.
Just
Okay.
say yes and move on, and I think his animal instincts kick in when we start rolling. And,
How do you all feel about the rest of this plan?
well, what do we do?
Yeah, we're just gonna wait on the side.
So, I'm sorry, I missed what exactly we're stealing. What are you trying to get from this cart?
Whatever's on it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be filled with a bunch of, like, maybe money or magical items or scrolls.
God.
Okay,
Coppers.
so here's what we're gonna do.
What'd you say?
Coppers.
Yeah.
I'm going to cause a diversion. They're going to think that they've hit me. Worst case scenario, just add on to that plan. All right?
Screaming and crying.
Sure,
Jump
start
into the
screaming and
spokes.
crying. Maybe one or two of you pretend that I'm your mother and come
Oh.
forward and start screaming about being noble children and how
Oh.
your father will
I
hear
don't
about
think
this
we
and your
look-
father is
Oh,
Your
my
father is the
queen
king.
mother.
You
There
two
you go.
look the most like you can be your kids.
great. There we go. You're my children. That makes sense.
Do we look like royalty?
Yes.
We can't
I
get
like
away
how
Stand
you
up
with
straight.
stand up straight.
I can be
well,
royal.
Neither am I.
No. You stay in the back.
Okay.
So you, at worst case scenario, in an ideal world, the four of you will pillage this cart. But if worst comes to worst, the two of you search while the two of them help me distract whoever's on this cart. Whose cart is this, by the way?
Oh.
It's the exquisitest wagon. So it's the collection of the entire, like, high-tier merchants guild, and they all put their stuff in the wagon to take it to the castle to have a private market there for, like, royalty and other fancy people.
Good to know. The important thing to remember before we get started with this is run. Once you get what you're looking for, run as far as your legs can take you, okay? Trust that the other members of your team can fend for themselves. And know that the best thing you can do is get out of there with the merchandise, and we will all meet up in front of your hideout. All right?
Mm-hmm.
There's one problem.
Oh, go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, you can go.
Now you can go.
no, I like it when you. I like it. I'm just.
I'll go. I don't think.
Sick boy.
Yeah. So I'm not going in the spokes.
No.
I'm just stealing.
You're just stealing. Yes.
I get to steal.
You just get to steal. Don't worry about getting hurt ever again. Yes.
I have incredible puppy dog eyes, and everyone believes me when I tell them. So you should really. And I just like kind of like look at you. I'm the son of the queen,
You
and
can't-
she's very hurt.
You have to blink.
You have
Okay.
And
to.
she's very hurt.
Now, what I can tell when looking at you, Tater, is that the only thing that you're better at than puppy dog
Yeah.
eyes is your deft hands in stealing stolen goods. So,
Oh.
what I would like you to prioritize
Mm.
is making off of the merchandise
Cart.
as quietly and stealthily as possible, getting away with it.
Cart and run.
If you can't do
Kill and
that,
stab.
then link up with one of them. But prioritize stealing the merchandise and running.
Okay.
Was there a question?
Do we think that there's going to be people in? It's important stuff. They're gonna have guards, right?
That's what the king said. He said there was going to be any number of guards and that the wagon's going to be armored. So I don't know if it's going to be as simple as busting in there while you're lying on the ground.
Yeah.
What I would recommend is never underestimate the power of a convincing lie, and B, misdirection. If you can confuse people for long enough, you can pull the rug underneath them. And with 1, 2, 3,
You know
4,
that
5 of you,
6,
You know
7.
that none of us have ever seen a rug before. What is wrong with you?
I don't know what that is, but I like your words.
I think it's like hay, but flatter.
there are enough of you that if one of you makes a noise from the southernmost point and they all turn to look, you can be stealing on the other end of the cart from the northernmost point, and so on
Okay,
and so
but
forth.
Gwendolyn, what I'm asking is how do we get in the wagon? It's got like armored sides and it's like locked up. Like even if we get past the guards with misdirection, how do we physically get in there?
I have a plan for that.
Okay.
And this is like the one thing I meant to ask you during the break and I forgot. One of the things she stole last night was a lockpick set.
Oh, nice.
But
okay.
she ate it along with a rat, and she's gonna start barfing up an owl pellet.
Oh, this is so cool when she does this.
Tristan
It's
really
very
doesn't like
fair.
vomit. So
That's-
she
It's not really
have to-
vomit.
You have to
it's
look her in the
dry.
eyes when she
It's
does
like
it, or
poop,
she
but
gets
comes out of her
uncomfortable.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody look.
Why do you just stare so hard?
And then it just
You
comes
have
out.
to.
And then she pulls a lockpick set out. That's it.
See? Magic! It's a spell she uses.
She can't poop like we do.
No, she poops out of her mouth without the teeth.
Are
the
you
one
okay,
bone teeth.
Gwendolyn?
She has a cloaca.
yeah.
I've never heard that word before. Where'd you learn that, sick boy?
Sick boy.
It's incredible.
Don't listen into me and Senna's conversations late at night.
Okay, so
Cloaca!
you got the locks to get into that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm
She
fine.
has to swallow those things or the Rat King cleans them.
Let's not talk
Yeah.
about it. Let's not talk about
As a
it.
king goes, a king
It's
goes.
very smart.
Did the Rat King tell you what time they would be coming through?
I think we heard them a little bit ago.
Like an
but
hour
They
ago?
should be down this. They should be down this street. They're heading towards the castle, so they're probably
Okay.
taking the main road.
I want half of you on one side and half of you on the other, and I want you to keep an eye on me because when I'm faking this injury, you need to time your bomb.
I'm great with
Perfectly.
timing. Wonderful counter.
He's gonna
No
count
counting
drips.
involved. No counting involved. Are you? Maybe you should sit this one out. We can.
Here, I
go-
think
we
I
can
have
go
a
sit
health
boy
potion.
and-
Just wait for it.
No,
Gotta look her in
I'm
the eye or
fine,
she can't do it.
I got this rag if you want it.
Please don't touch me. Please stay away.
I think I might have something in my prison wallet.
In that
Never
butt
say those
stuff.
words to me ever again.
What's prison?
Prism?
What's prism?
Prism wallet.
Okay, so are y'all gonna just sort of head in the direction of the castle?
Yeah.
Following along.
I would assume we're kind of staying within the lines of if it's like a path that carts normally take, we're kind of a couple paces to the side within the trees.
Sure.
Staying out of sight, but
Stealthily trailing.
Yeah,
I'm great at
stealthily.
that.
Well, there's not a lot of people around right now, so it's not a big issue. But as you do move towards sort of that general location, you do spy the exquisitest wagon, which you can tell it's that because it says it in very nice script on the side.
Target locked.
Can anyone read?
I can read.
I can
No.
definitely read.
Basically, only Mavis.
Okay.
She's teaching me though.
Yeah, you're doing really well.
That word
That says
says
wagon.
the king's prison. Be careful.
That one word.
Good job.
I'm a great reader.
Your son, Your Majesty, and I'm gonna fly up
Mother?
to. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave the lockpick with Senna,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna actually fly up on the rooftop because I forgot I can fly until
I
exactly
forgot
right now.
that too.
By
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah,
we're gonna
I
bury
picked
the
a bird
lead.
for a fucking reason, and I just remembered now.
Oh man! But so we see Mavis sort of touch down lightly on the top of the wagon, and the rest of the cart
On the
is
wagon?
on the wagon.
Oh,
is that
heck
what you
yeah.
meant?
Nope, that's what we're doing now.
Oh,
Oops.
sorry,
Oh,
I
I
misunderstood
love it.
you.
Yeah.
It's like
Um,
a train heist.
Yeah.
But
It just turns you guys like,
Oh, she's doing it again.
was this the plan?
Calculated.
But the wagon is sort of as described. It's this oversized merchant cart. What you would normally see, it's about 4 times that size, and it's a very dark wood that's gleaming sort of mystically in the stray beams of sunlight. And the borders around it that are accenting it are this bright noble red with big gold and orange flecked letters that say the exquisitous wagon. But that is painted over these giant armor platings that are studded with these humongous like black studs holding it in place. And there's an older man, or what you perceive to be an older man due to his like the way he's holding his body, that is hunched over the reins, and he's like sort of lazily whipping the rumps of the 2 like horses that are carrying the wagon down the street. And then there are 2 armored guards that are in the wake of the cart. It's sort of, I guess, like a parade. There's armor on the side, and then there's a door on the back that has locks on it. And so they're sort of behind that, keeping an eye on that. And they are gazing around the streets, and they have great focus and attention. But again, there's not that many people out, so while they're at the ready, there's a relaxation to that readiness. So
I would like, before any of my tots dispel from my my area, my tots, I would like to case the joint.
great,
survive.
go for it.
I
think my pad died.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. I got a 9. Do I want to re-roll that so we can ask more questions?
But what if it
or-
gets worse?
That's a good question.
We might as well.
Might as well.
On the averages.
It's on now.
Can somebody take a re-roll coin off of
Yeah. You don't touch them.
Snake eyes.
You're above that.
So I'm gonna re-roll again. Because that was
Actually,
awful.
snake
I
eyes.
rolled double ones. So we're gonna re-roll it one more. Stop it.
It's lost forever.
Sam, I'm taking one of yours. That was my favorite one. That was my lucky one.
Yeah.
Gone. I'm gonna
Where
blow
is
it
it?
up.
This is literally exactly what it looks like from my perspective. Every week.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't
What?
know what to
Wait,
tell
seriously? Did it go? Where is
Get
it?
in here.
you. I've got a lot. I've got it.
You got it?
I found the
take a
bread.
nap.
You have a cup
Okay.
of like 100,000 dice.
Thank you.
Yeah, and they had to find that one.
Oh, okay. That's
Not my
a
problem.
12.
True.
12.
Thanks for burning
Nice.
all the coins.
Thank
Ask,
you for the
ask
re-roll.
away.
Okay.
Thank you.
We need more.
What should I be on the lookout for
What should you be on the lookout for?
when I'm looking at this moving cart?
Probably weak points. So y'all have already sort of discussed like the locks on it. So you want to figure out, are those there, which they are, and how many are there? How tough do they look as far as like what you've experienced? And they're pretty girthy locks. This is sort of like what in modern times would be like a bank truck, you know, sort of situation. So it is pretty heavily locked down. But it's just one big one, and then the paneling on the back. And you also might be wanting to look for other weak points on the cart if, like, unlocking that lock is not an option. And it looks heavily armored, but, you know, you can't see the roof. But you're thinking maybe that could be a source, or underneath the cart, what's that looking like? So, does that answer your question?
Yeah, my
Great.
question number 2 would be, what here is not what it appears to be? Is there any sense of, like, protection or magic, or...
I think what you discern from this role is that the guards are like heavily armored, and they look very like attentive to what they're doing, but you also realize that they're pretty young, and maybe not, like, they look more established in their role than they actually are.
Okay. And last question. What is about to happen?
That's such a wild question.
Right?
It is. It really is.
Do I have some plans?
I think you're gonna try and break into this cart.
Spoiler alert.
I'll
Spoiler alert.
rephrase that. Can I sense anything that is about to happen? Like, if we weren't to interfere, does it look like they're about to...
Oh, they're just heading on their way. Yeah.
Okay.
They're just on the way as per usual
Okay.
towards the castle.
I sure would like to throw something
Do
while diving in front of the cart.
Okay.
Oh, are we going? Are we going?
And I'm going to, I will say, I'll relay that information to the tots that are around me about, the age of the guards and what looks to be the
87.
weak point,
Mm-hmm.
and
87.
how I think it might play out.
All adults
Right
are
before.
clearly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. 7 for, I'm assuming throw something for my dagger.
Yeah.
Is that what I was rolling? Yeah, 7.
So you have to move to get the shot, or you have to take what you can get, or you have to take several shots, reducing your ammo by 1.
I'm curious what you think about this. I don't mind, Trislin having to do it more than once, or she's not really trying to inflict damage, so
Right.
I don't know if that counts for you have to take what you could get. She's not trying to cause any damage to them, just interrupt the,
I think this kind of makes sense because it's like you're trying to do sort of like a double move where you're trying to do something athletic, but you're also trying to do something deceptive. So I think you have to sort of move into frame for that, which is in the frame of the driver,
Okay.
or the one leading the horses in the front, right? Because you're trying to hit the front wheel, so it's like
Yeah.
So you have to sort of hustle in front of the cart, which is a little awkward, and then you have to sort of casually throw the dagger. So I think I'm gonna just say the dagger hits, and it sticks there, but we're gonna need to do an additional roll for, let's just do a general smart roll.
Okay. A 12.
Nice.
Great. Yeah. So
Fantastic.
so having to do that sort of additional roll to then you can sort of play it out how you would like as far as the dramatization of you being hit by the cat.
Sure. I think Trislin is kind of acting as if she is booking it across the path to chase after something. And she's moving pretty quickly, but she trips at the exact time that her dagger has intercepted the wheel. So it convincingly looks as if she were moving fast enough. They should have been able to stop in time and they didn't. And it looks as if maybe they've not just run over her foot, but trampled up to her knee or something that. And she is just screaming incomprehensibly in pain.
Whoa! What are you doing,
bombs.
lady? 2 of your jelly bombs or what? Okay.
Okay.
If you're gonna roll 2, you have to roll twice.
I made myself roll to see if I got the right ones, and I did.
Yeah.
Because I was doing this in my
okay.
I was
Nice.
above a 5.
Nice.
And I actually got them. So I have 2 little red jelly bombs. Oh, death mega bomb blood. Ugh. First one is a 6, but it's my special. So what is that?
Plus 1.
Plus
So 7
1.
mixed results.
But
Do
plus,
I get quick?
it's plus
Oh,
quick.
yeah.
So it's plus 3.
Nice.
So 6
Oh.
to a 9.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay. Still mixed results.
Great. And the next one is an 11, which is a 14.
Yeah. Brah.
Okay. So one definitely hits. And we'll say, okay, so one lands perfectly. As soon as Trislin hits the ground, your bomb sets off just as it did earlier in the session, and the red goo sprays, everywhere around
Jello-y.
Trislin, sort of on top of her and
Hint of
down. The other one hits a horse.
Yeah, that's very fair. I kind of stumble.
But it's kind of like low enough on the body that it could, I guess, perceptibly be splash from
We take
Tristan's
those.
point. But the horse is miffed.
They're like explosive
The
water
horse is
balloons.
miffed and rears up. And will you give me just a general quick roll, Tristan?
Yeah.
We're leaving you.
Or defy danger.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so defy danger by I'm moving quickly.
Well, you can choose
Okay.
Yeah.
smart,
Yeah.
quick, tough, or
I'll say quick, and that is a 10.
Okay, great. So you successfully dodge the hoof of the horse that is reared up and is slamming back down, spraying more of the red goo everywhere.
Can I
Oh, go ahead.
Can I say that with a 10 roll, since it seems like the horse is slamming down, Trislin pretends like that somehow hurts her further?
Sure.
Like
The
she's-
horse looks real annoid.
She's overacting. She's acting as if like the horse being annoyed somehow like
She's
made
so
it worse.
hurt right now.
Whoa! What are you doing down there, lady? Are you okay?
I look up to.
Oh my god!
She's dying.
Doctor!
She's dying. Oh.
The driver is gonna set the make sure those horses are steady, set the reins down, and and then get down from the driver's seat and sort of check in on you, like, oh my god, what, you just ran out in front of the street? What are you doing? Hello?
While they're just
oh my god!
Like while she's coughing, she's also trying to like do this with the blood, so it seems like she's spitting more up. You know.
And you're getting a little rat in your mouth at the same time, so it's
yeah.
probably
Really nice.
making
It's
you.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a little
when the-
jello rat.
When the driver gets down and all the attention's over there, I'm gonna crawl over and unhitch the horses.
Okay, yeah, great, love
Cool.
it. Roll. Let's do stealing, because that's sort of like disabling
Yeah.
the heckin' mechanism that holds the horses on there.
Okay.
Mechanism.
The heckinism.
Okay. 7 plus. What was I doing? Stealing? Oh, plus 2 is 9.
9. Okay, so mixed results. So we're gonna say that you do unhitch them, but the moment right before you do, they start jerking forward because they feel somebody messing with the things, and they're already unsettled by what the hell's going on here, and the driver like being in front of them now, and then somebody's back there messing, and so they're gonna lurch forward. As they lurch forward, the cart is going to like jerk forward and then like unlatch from there. So we are gonna want Tristan to make another defy danger roll.
She's an adult. She's fine.
She's fine.
She's
Yeah.
a queen.
Oh no. do we have any
Do we have
other
more rerolls?
Well, we don't have the tablet right now, so we don't know.
Dom knows. Only
There were
Dom
some.
knows.
Maybe there weren't.
Please.
It's
Dom.
No?
Dom.
No. That's it. Okay.
Dom.
Actually, you have 2 potential rerolls sitting at the table right now.
Wait, really?
'Cause
Yeah.
2 people sub.
Oh, the two of you have subs.
Yeah! Can I give my
Ow!
roll to us?
Yeah, to the table.
Okay.
I
Oh
give
my
mine
God.
to the D.
Because that was bad. That was real bad. Fuck you,
Because I'm
Sam.
chaos. What do you want from me?
I'm glad it wasn't a dog.
Yeah, right.
Oh
Okay.
no.
No, that's still good because I have a +2. So that's a 7.
Okay, 7
3.
danger.
That's better than a failure.
Oopsie.
So we'll say that you do manage to roll a bit out of the way. So the cart doesn't
You're
hit
getting
you, but the driver does not. And the driver gets knocked down by the force, because he's leaned over to check on you, and the force of the wagon has like bonked him in the bum, and he's fallen on top of you, which is not
Yeah.
causing you any damage.
Just
But,
like-
But it's real comical.
Am I in your
But it's
pumpkin?
real
It's a
silly.
full anime, like
full anime. Oh no, and he's old, and it's hard for him to get
Am I
back
in your
up.
pumpkin roll?
Yeah.
Pill and stab.
Pill and stab. What am I gonna do with baby Gwen?
Oh, then don't.
Hold him in your teeth.
You ready?
Like a
I'm going
little
in.
kitten?
Follow me. I'm gonna run to
I'm
the
gonna
back of
grab him by the
Oh.
shoulder. That's not the
the...
plan.
We gotta get in the cart.
Yeah,
What's the plan?
we're gonna follow what they do.
I'm gonna crawl
Yeah.
up to the other side and give Senna like
Yeah.
the sign. Like,
It's a good thing. you're-
Yeah,
Sign? Did
yeah.
we talk
No,
about
we
that?
do
Did we
this.
talk
Yeah.
about it?
we have the sign.
Okay. What's the sign?
We're gonna listen to what Senna has to
Oh.
say.
Fine. I want to be new.
Renegade.
Oh, I saw the sign. I saw the sign.
At
Open
this
up my eyes.
point,
No.
know what?
No.
What did Eric say?
He knows what he did.
I don't.
I don't either.
I saw the sign.
Stop it.
I saw the sign.
No,
Oh,
but it
you
like
just don't
opened
like
up my
that song?
eyes.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
don't like that song?
I hate you all.
What's happening?
I'm leaving.
What? You don't like that song?
We broke Drizzland.
This is weird canon.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Wait, I really do have to pee.
It was
but
the song
I'll be
of the
back, but I'm
people.
still pissed.
She's so hydrated.
So hydrated.
Be
Good for
hydrated.
her. But the cart stopping, then jerking forward, the screaming, the guards are definitely moving around to the front of the cart, and they're seeing this like whole scene, and they're very distracted. The distraction is working quite well, and that's when you signal to Senna, and Senna will be like, "All right, let's move in." And she's got the lock picks out, and she's kind of indicating to Mavis to like come back down the other side of the wagon.
Yeah.
And she's trying to hand off the like lock picks to you.
Yeah.
And
Can I
be like,
use my
"You're way
smarts
better at this than I am."
Cool. I would like to roll to get inside this lock, please.
Do it.
What do I roll?
Stealing.
I start
Stealing?
readying bombs.
Pick locks. Disable traps. 9 plus 2 is an 11.
We love it. We love
Ooh,
it.
great
We love it.
success.
Love to see it.
So, can you explain how Mavis manages to get into this like bank level lock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she like crawls to the other side and like you can hear the scratch of wood as like her talons like dig in, and she's like hanging upside down, and then she does an owl thing and like turns her head like almost too far so her head's the right side up, and then she's just in there with the lockpick, and you hear a big like
Love it.
That's
Yes.
incredible.
The rock clatters to the or the lock clatters to the cobblestone
I pick it up?
streets, and sure, great.
Yeah, I want
so
that.
heavy.
Oh God!
It's fine. It's rattling.
You're
Put it in your
encumbered.
prison.
You move at half speed now.
That makes sense for me. I always do.
So they've successfully got unlocked the bag. How are you handling with Old Man Jenkins atop you?
You got it's going full Master Roshi for you right now.
He's not. He's just old and he fell down. He's probably worried about how his bones hurt.
Master Roshi makes it uncomfortable to like.
Master
drag
Roshi's
him
a
all.
pervert. This dude's not perving on you. He's just
Yeah.
as old and he's got bonked over.
I
He got
will
bonked.
say, Trislin is trying to make it
knocked
so
out by a
he
horse.
can't. She's trying to convincingly.
He's holding on.
Yeah, she's trying to convincingly like not let him investigate what's going on while making it seem like it's because they're both injured.
Mhm.
You know.
Come see the violence inherent.
Is
in the
this
system.
my blood?
Help in being oppressed.
Come see the violence inherent in the system.
The guards have come around to the front of the wagon and are now investigating. The old guy is like, guards, help! I've fallen, I can't get up.
With one arm, she's recommending life support to him, and with the other, she's asking for the guards to come and like she's trying to pull them towards.
Okay, let's do puppy dog eyes.
Okay, puppy dog eyes.
Oh, that's my best skill.
Yep.
You automatically fail.
Every time.
Uh-ohs. 8.
8. Okay, so what about it succeeds, and I'll let you know what went wrong.
I think Trislin does a very good job of making it seem like she's genuinely helpless. And I don't think she arouses suspicion of how tightly she's clinging to the man that has fallen atop her. Like, I think she genuinely comes across as she's drowning and she's clinging to anything that might keep her afloat.
I think that comes across. I think the issue with the downside is, like, they do believe you that you're hurt, but they're not, like, being empathetic. They're, like, annoyed that you're in the way. This peasant is holding up their full day at court.
She's probably
with
not
this-
having like
with
a
these
man's
guys.
pain. It's just women's pain.
Yeah.
Women's pain is nothing.
What's all this blood? Are you on your period? Be gone, witch! So they're more like very deftly and swiftly trying to just get you out of the way. They're picking up the old man by like one arm and trying to get him back in the driver's seat. One of them's like yelling and be like, "Get the horses!" because they've like wandered off. After not like super far, but he's like, "We've got to get those back," and and the other one is trying to like pick you up and be like, "What's your problem? What are you? Get out of here!"
Can I try to defend to like hold my weight down, like to go limp and do dead weight so he can't easily lift me up?
Yeah, do a defense for me.
I'm not very tough, so I don't know how this will go, but
I don't think Tristan is very big is the issue. Yeah, I think
that
this makes
tracks.
sense. I think this makes sense. Tristan's like a itty bitty tiefling, so I think this guard is like, now you can see young and maybe inexperienced, but he's definitely like big enough to pick up a tiny lady.
okay.
So he sort of bodily picks you up and is like looking you over and is like, where's the blood coming from? Meanwhile, in the back, you've got it unlocked. What would y'all like to do now?
I'm just putting stuff in my pocket.
Yeah, you guys over there?
Is it
Yeah.
what's the inside look like? Is it
So you open the door.
Yeah.
So you open the back of the cart, and it's sort of like these double doors that you fling open, and it's got like shelves upon shelves upon shelves, and it's like littered with magical items, and it's littered with scrolls, and just sort of like stacks of like foreign currency, and just sort of all these things you've never seen before, and you can't wrap your head around it. You just know that you're supposed to bring it back to the nest.
what's the heaviest thing?
The heaviest thing?
That makes sense.
It's probably like it's like a gigantic urn that's painted with like this gold that is just like self-illuminated.
I'm gonna grab that.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
So strong.
I'm a strong boy.
Toughness.
Not
So strong.
Not today though. That's a 6.
Yeah, we really could use that.
Okay, so
No, we don't. That's the one she had that you.
Yeah, we really could use that
yeah,
one.
did
we already use
Max
it?
Yeah.
used it.
Dang.
And Sam gave me his.
Yeah.
So sick boy, very
I'll
sick.
get this one.
Ah!
I'm regretting.
Tries
it
to, and it's
overall.
like on the edge. So what you end up doing is like pulling it down on yourself, and it creates
Try
this
again, you'll be fine.
horrible like cracking noise. But
his
Did I
stomach?
unleash the apocalypse? That's my first roll tonight.
But when
my
it does, this like ethereal mist sort of like spins out.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Oh, now you have a reroll.
I'm confused. Yay!
Where
What
would
do
you
you
like to take your reroll? Why 2?
That's true. It's for times 2.
You don't get
Two.
one per month.
Why not?
Yeah, I've
Because
heard
that's
that.
not how it works.
Oh, see?
Oh,
Thanks.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Dom's like, why do none of my players sub to my channel?
Because I'm unemployed.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, when the it breaks on top of you, it doesn't like maybe it hurts your face, but it's not causing it. It's ceramic. It's heavy, but it absolutely shatters on impact. So it's mostly just flying around you.
Used to that.
Dust is dust. What you think is dust is getting into your mouth, but
Oh,
the
I
more
wanna
you
set
taste
that on
it, the
fire.
more you realize it is ashes. And this sort of like ethereal like spiral comes out of it and starts forming next to you
It's
in
a
this
god.
humanoid shape. And
Oh.
and it starts solidifying and becoming opaque. And we, as the viewer, know this is Jimmy Buffett.
We unleashed the
Jimmy Buffett, and he goes, who has summoned me?
I
You little tiny sick boy.
yeah, that's my name.
Jimmy Buffett helps you up off the ground. Well, my name's Jimmy Buffett, and I'm here to grant you one wish.
Oh boy, that's a.
He's so good.
Do I make
Jimmy
it-
Buffett's a Genesi. I hope that's okay.
That's fine. That tracks.
Oh god. I don't know what I want.
That's okay. You don't have to tell me right now. I'll just hang around. What's going on?
We're trying. We're doing some stealing.
Oh, stealing. I love stealing.
Get the stuff for the king.
Is that your wish?
I'm not. I don't like.
Is that your wish, little sick boy?
Kill the Rat King.
Whoa. Mavis says that?
Yeah, I tell it to you, not to Jimmy Buffett.
Doesn't have to be right now. While you're thinking about this, we'll cut to Trislin. While you're considering who's dealing with the guards. And he's just trying to push you out of the way and sort of get rid of you. What the other guard is not dealing with you is off hecking with the horses, trying to get them back. But the guard messing with you does hear this loud crash from behind the wagon, and he's like, "What the hell is going on?" And he's about to leave you there and walk behind the wagon. The old man is sort of tending to his back. He's like, "Oh God."
Oh, buddy.
I haven't been on top of a woman in 25 years.
You and me both, old man. I'm gonna try and throw something.
Sure.
And Trislin is going to try to throw a dagger to hold one of the guards to pin him back.
What is this non-lethal Trislin?
Yeah.
There's multiple guards here, alright? I don't feel confident I could take them.
Well, one of them's off hacking with horses.
Mood.
Just pin.
I'm just gonna pin the one that is as close to me as possible.
Yeah, we'll throw something.
Okay.
You're not really at, well, go ahead and roll. We'll see.
Ooh, that was ominous.
That was very scary.
The
was really
underground
good.
Finger flick.
I'm gonna keep trying to steal your coins. Okay?
That's fine. I'm not using them.
Okay.
You have to roll stealing for that.
Okay, that's an 8.
8, and you added everything to that?
Yeah.
So that is, so tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what goes around.
Trislin is genuinely not trying to cause bodily harm or damage to this
Oh, wait,
man.
what I meant to say was reroll.
Oh, wait,
won't
what
stop
I meant
messing.
to say was we're not best friends anymore. Okay.
Well, that's okay. You
I'll be your
said
friend.
Harold. Okay.
Yeah!
Can I try?
Everyone
Roll
get
for
in here, roll for it.
Okay, that's also an 8 again, so...
Okay. Okay, sorry, so continue.
So Trislin is not trying to draw blood or cause bodily harm to this man. She's literally just trying to prevent him from moving further.
From Marvin.
Moving further should be called merv.
So,
It should.
so
like that.
here's
Merver.
here's what's happened. He's wearing armor, and also the cart is armored. So your attempt to throw a dagger at an odd angle to pin him to the cart is not successful. But you do distract him. He turns around and is like, "Tink. Did you just throw something at me?"
No, it must have been.
He looks down, sees the dagger. He's like, "Did you just throw a dagger at me?"
Never.
You lying bitch! And he tries to punch you in the face.
I would like to defend.
Patriarchy.
You're not up there.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not up there
This
anymore.
is why I
I'm sorry.
don't trust women.
They put on all that makeup.
If it breathes, it's a thought.
So go ahead and roll defend.
Okay.
All Trislin's are queens.
It's great.
It's not great. Do we have any more
You have two
resets?
good
Yes,
rolls
we
then.
got 2 of them. So.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of them, and I'm very sorry about it. But
Can you just
You're
roll
doing a
better,
lot
though?
outside. Oh, much better.
yes, that's a 12. Girl, thank you. 12.
Reroll.
Patriarchy. Smash.
You're the one putting them off the table.
I have to reroll.
Reroll.
But they weren't, you didn't have any to demand a reroll.
Bria?
Yeah, no.
You
You're
little
making
shit.
things worse.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. I don't think I am.
Okay, a 9.
Okay.
9. Okay, mixed results. Okay, so you do successfully.
Stop helping.
You do successfully like evade the. Is there something on that list you were specifically looking at, or I see you just staring at it? So.
Oh, we're trying-
Actually, I'm gonna do it. So you do successfully dodge the it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. You do successfully dodge the punch, and when you do, you don't necessarily get like a hit back. Like it's not a repost, I think is what that's called. But you do manage to dodge out of the way, and when he misses, that whiff sort of throws him. And in that opportunity, he bends forward, and you see behind him is Pumpkin, and Pumpkin has the little white rat on his shoulder, little baby Gwen, and he whispers something into little baby Gwen's ear, sets it onto the ground, and the little rat goes right up the guard's pant leg.
Demon child.
And so he's faltered. He's started like falling over, and he's in a very prone position, and that's where we're gonna leave it for a second. We're gonna cut back here. How's the back of the cart going?
I'm in the far reaches. Like I'm trying to like.
You're way in the
like,
back.
I've, like,
You're
weaseled
finding
my
the
way
dark
through.
scrolls, the
I'm
dark
pocketing
books.
it.
Yeah.
Every time I pocket something, I put a bomb out, and I line and I'm trying to make sure no one can see this.
Okay.
But secret plans, and I'm just gonna keep doing this,
Great.
Nice.
and then put something out. And I've tried to put about 5. out so
Roll
far.
stealing just to make sure no one notices you doing something, and just for the stealing, I guess, in general.
Quick plus plus 2 9.
9. Okay. Next result. So yeah, you are
I look suspicious.
You're successfully planning the bombs. You're successfully stealing the items, but you do look sus as hell. So if someone was
know
trying
what's
to
happening.
discern,
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm probably
hear a-
used to you doing this.
Okay, grab stuff quicker. I want to look for the most expensive things in there.
Yeah, I think with this it's a little hard to discern because it's like such a it's from far reaches of the world, and again, it's nothing you recognize. So, would she just go for like the shiniest thing, or she's a bit smarter? What would she?
I think
be
she's a little
drawn
clever.
to?
I think she's gonna grab. You said there was currency, yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah, she's gonna grab
It's like
money.
foreign currency, so it's not stuff you've seen here before. But yeah.
She's gonna grab money and look for like a weapon
Okay.
in case a fight's breaking out.
Yeah, I'll say since you just kind of have the time to do this, that you can find. We'll say like it's like a very ornate, curved dagger, with gems inlaid in the hilt.
Can there be matching ones so she can grab one for Senna?
Best friend dagger. Well,
Yeah.
Best girlfriend daggers.
Yeah, there we go. Daggers.
Best girlfriend daggers. Yes, that sounds great.
All right.
And she tosses it to Senna.
Sick boy rolls over, spits more ash out of his mouth,
Oh, buddy.
and says,
Oh, buddy.
I wish the Rat King suffered all of the things he did to us tenfold.
God.
Jimmy Buffett looks down at you and is like, "That's dark, little boy, but okay."
Jimmy Buffett's so chill.
He's so chill. Chillest.
All right, you sure? Final answer.
Yeah.
All right, see you later, kid.
The cavity.
I should have wished I wasn't sick anymore.
Oh, no.
It's good.
Sick boy. You did the right thing.
So everybody is gathered up armfuls
Yeah.
of treasure. You set bombs back there.
I could really play some timing on us leaving.
Absolutely. And we'll cut back to the front of the wagon. What do you think?
Is Trislin in any way affected by what just happened with Sick Boy making that wish? Is she in any way?
I don't think she saw it. Or what do you mean?
I meant, like, is she in any way compelled to carry out the order to inflict some kind of damage upon? No, damn it! I really wanted to hurt him.
Jimmy Buffett's gonna do some stuff.
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett's working
Buffett.
solo. Okay.
Turn up, Jimmy Buffett.
Ooh.
Okay, so how many guards are left?
One's still like off chasing horses,
Horse hacking.
and one is basically fallen down after trying to like get the rat out of his pads, and is like, "What the hell is happening here?"
Okay.
He's wiggling, doing the stanky
Ooh, I
leg.
like it.
Full
Yeah.
circus music.
Yeah.
And
And Pumpkin is standing over him like clapping.
Oh my God, Pumpkin.
Yeah. Dance. Dance for me.
Pumpkin is wild.
Trislin is going to try, and feel free to let me know how she can accomplish this, to impede him further. So if that's putting a weight upon one of his ankles, or just holding him down in one place.
I could, if you want to hold him down.
Yeah, she's just like leaning. She's just like, so are you, good luck, man. Are you getting that?
Just give me a strength roll.
Okay.
Come see the violence.
Yeah. Get back up. What's the matter with you?
You're not our queen. I didn't vote for you.
I didn't vote for you.
Oh, no. Do we have any rerolls?
Yes,
One.
one.
Oh, no.
I have 2 more.
Must be nice.
Should I?
I don't know. You've
We
used
have
all the
10
other
minutes
ones.
I would use it.
Okay.
I would say,
Bria.
Yeah, it must
and
be
I would
nasty
say
as a
use it
reroll once
and
or
hope
twice.
that Abria doesn't fuck you on this one too.
Yeah, okay,
Wait, do
let's
what?
try it. Let's try re-rolling.
She remembers. Vanna is super smart.
She only does it when you fuck with her.
That's not true.
Ooh, a 9.
9. Okay, so mixed results. You do successfully hold him down, but he's not like, again, he's like, he has trained to be in the guard. Like, he's not succumbing to tiny tiefling rogue completely. Like you're holding him down, but he is in the midst of struggling to get back up. And that's when Pumpkin makes direct eye contact with you. And Pumpkin suddenly looks very serious and goes like this. You nod back?
Yeah.
Pumpkin pulls down their burlap diaper.
Yep.
Yes, Pumpkin. Be your best.
Waddles the couple feet over to the guard.
Pumpkin special.
And slaps that poopy diaper right on the guard's face.
Pumpkin squash.
And that he only has one diaper and no one ever changes it.
Very true. Not getting near that.
So
thing.
that diaper knocks that guard out cold.
Yeah.
The smell, the
One
stench
hit kill.
of the sewer tunnels and baby shit from chewing tobacco. All they eat is chewing tobacco.
And
That's
rat.
right. Yeah.
And
How
rat.
Rat,
he?
yeah. That is our Saturday morning. every
Trislan
time.
rethinks saving these tots. That diaper passes by her and she goes, well.
And he's free now?
And his little buns are out.
Yeah. Sun's out, buns out.
Sun's out, buns out.
That's
so
life.
you have the other guard has hecked off, trying to trace down the horses that
Yep.
Mavis has let go, and this guard is completely incapacitated at this point. So we will cut back to the back of the wagon, which y'all have now exited,
Yeah.
Okay.
and something is about to occur.
Scatter. And I'm just going to fly up and away.
So she's flying off. Do you want to reconvene with them at the back of the cart, or
No, I assume that
We're following the plan.
okay, run.
the plan that we had agreed upon earlier was to meet in front of their, like, the entrance point to their tunnel for their little hidey hole. And so Trislan is going to assume that she'll draw less attention to them if she allows them to make their escape before her.
Okay.
And that she'll meet them in front of their hidey
Great.
hole once she can stealthily make her way.
Sounds great. So everybody's just booking it.
Right?
Sam,
Yeah.
tell us what happens
Right?
to the
so
cart.
as I'm crawling out, I've set my last fuse and I've set 5 bombs in the back. I'm not exactly sure what they'll do, but I know what I want them to do. One is called the Toxic Waster, and it is an infused. I've gathered like a little black powder over the past year of being down here. Like it's probably dirt, but maybe it's not. I don't really know. And that's kind of what I sprinkle in each each bomb itself, like in its mix. So I've lit these fuses. One's a Toxic Waster, which is this like rat guts and pumpkin poop stink bomb. Essentially, one is the color coder, but it's just literally like a bunch of paints put together.
Nice.
That he assumes will cast a giant rainbow and heal everyone. And then one is basically this like little white powder in a little bag that's like like a flash bomb, little magnesium phosphate. And then another one is like a smoke bomb that may actually work.
Okay.
And he just sets all of them and is like,
Okay.
my greatest accomplishment, and then just books it.
Go ahead and roll a defy. Oh wait, did you leave Pumpkin there, Trislan?
What?
Did you fuck off and leave Pumpkin there?
No, I think Trislan would have stayed to try and like create enough of a diversion to make sure that all of the tots made it up first. I think she would have left last.
Okay, well you probably hear Tater yelling about his bombs. You probably hear that noise.
The great...
He's just yelling about
My greatest
invention! And then I look at you.
You roll defy danger.
That's a 4.
Oh.
Everybody else
One
roll
more right
defy
here.
danger.
Just do that.
4, so 6 total.
I'll give you a reroll.
Me?
Yeah.
You're so
That's the one.
high.
I knew it would come back if I did it.
I want this to work. This is cool.
Yeah. With intent. 8.
8 plus. It's your specialty plus.
Can I do quick?
Yep,
getting
that
everywhere
works.
quick. 10.
10. All right, then that is a success. Everybody else roll defy danger as well, just to get away from this successful explosion.
7.
You're welcome.
9.
The king will
9. Okay.
Yeah, I got a 10. I'm just getting out of the way.
Yeah,
fast.
you're flying, so you're
Yep.
good.
9.
9. Okay, everybody who rolled under a 10, you successfully get away, but one of the stink bombs, whatever it's made out of, hits you, and it's like a skunk spray. It's like as it sprays all up your back, and you can smell it as soon as it hits, and you have a...
Canonically, I can't smell.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. But everyone else can, which is probably more the issue.
So well together.
Probably more the issue.
Supervillain.
Is sprayed up your back, and you have an odd sense that it might take a lot and a long time to remove that smell. Very successful.
Yes.
So the cart sort of doesn't it sort of shakes. It doesn't explode, but there's a tremor within it, and smells are leaking out of it, and goo is leaking out of it, and smoke is sort of is
beautiful
pilfering
paint
out
for
of
some
it.
reason.
It's just the weirdest sight. It kind of what it would look to the odd passerby is that these items going to the market sort of backfired on themselves before they reached there, or something like that. So so it is that the one guard's still unconscious. Y'all are successfully able to run back to the sewer entrance, and the only downside is that you're stinky. So
Why do you? Oh.
So I got
So y'all-
scrolls?
you got just general treasure. This is a one shot. You got so many weird riches that will never come up ever again. But you all scamper off back into the tunnel system, and when you get down there, you all climb down the ladder and reconvene. And when you enter that main hall where you met the Tots for the first time, you see the Rat King, or what remains of him, is sprawled out in the middle of the room, like his fingernails have dug into the stone, and he's trying to crawl like he had tried to crawl towards the ladder, and all the majority of his flesh and his clothing has been gnawed away by tiny teeth, and there are all these rats around him, but their stomachs have all exploded, and there's just littered absolutely everywhere, and he's lying on a lack of a better term, a throne of the corpses of his children. And that's what you see when you get down there.
Trislin is going to take one look at this and say, you have two choices. You can stay, and you can deal with what remains of him, or you can leave this life behind, and you can choose to be respected and be appreciated and be cared for and be taken care of for the rest of your lives with me. If you'd like to do so, meet me at the inn by nightfall today. I'll have a room for you, I'll have food, I'll care for you, and I will make sure that your talents are not only nurtured and appreciated, but are paid for. Harold, please, I'm trying to have a moment.
Crazy kid.
That's
Fell on the slate. snoring.
Mavis has
been a long
narcolepsy
day.
kicked in.
I'm trying to think about this monologue, and Harold, you are
Mavis,
snoring so loudly.
Mavis, honey.
I'm sorry. It was a
He
quiet
can't
moment.
help it. He's designed weird.
He's got a smushy face.
Not only will I nurture your talents and care for you and feed you, but I will make sure no one ever takes advantage of you the way this man has. That being said, you are your own people, regardless of your age. And if you choose to look out for one another on your own and act as free agents, I will not only respect but understand your decision. If you'd like to work together and learn from me, meet me by nightfall at the local inn. And Trislin is just going to, I presume ahead of time she would have written like a room number down for them and just a little note letting them know where to meet her. And she would leave that with a couple of coppers.
Thank you.
And would hand that to Senna and say, make the decision that serves you best. But know that I have your best interests at heart. And I wouldn't have followed you here if I didn't see something in you. And she's gonna head out and she's gonna go back to the inn.
So in that moment, Senna will sort of look around to the rest of the group. What are everybody's sort of like body language, facial reactions to that?
I am just staring at the Rat King overall.
Okay.
Just kind of bewildered.
Sick Boy is trying not to look at the Rat King and trying to do anything but look at what he's done.
Oh,
I love Sick Boy.
he's so good. We have to protect him forever. Mavis is looking at Senna and just giving a little nod. I go where you go.
She like squeezes her hand. Senna runs after, or just lightly jogs to catch up to Trislan down the tunnel. And she goes, hey, hold on a second. Thank you for everything. That was the most successful job we've ever done, and I think it was really empowering for, you know, the kids to see that and be a part of that. And, you know, it let us see that we're capable of more than just picking pockets and being at the whim of somebody like that. So thank you. And you forgot this. And she hands over the tiny crystal figurine of the squid and hands it over to Trislan. And
You're better than this, you know. You could be doing so much more. Like I do now.
And Senna looks back down the tunnel towards the rest of her family and goes, and we will do better. We will.
Find me when you're ready.
And then Senna scampers back off down the tunnel towards the other tots. And that's our one shot.
Tats, one shot.
Remember when you killed her?
Tats.
Do you
Remember when
remember-
you murdered
do you
her?
remember when you murdered her?
No, I don't remember that at all.
You murdered
What are
her.
you talking about?
You
killed her.
murderated her.
You killed
Stop
her.
it. Sam doesn't know this. Stop it.
She killed Senna.
In season 2, I murdered Sam.
Why? She's so
It's a whole
nice to
thing. You have
me.
to catch up on the show.
Yeah.
I think Senna was like, you're a butthole. And she said, I stab you in the face.
No, Senna tried to
that's how it
attack
was.
me.
Terrible reason.
I defended myself.
Senna did nothing wrong.
But you know who
Shut
lived through this?
up.
Mavis.
You haven't
And
watched
she has
the
2
show.
daggers and remembers.
Mavis has to come back.
Okay,
Mavis is
sorry,
the queen.
kill me.
Like Mavis is the ruler of Touch.
Would you rather I die?
Sick Boy dies from the plague.
Oh yeah,
that
Sick
ate.
Boy. Sick Boy doesn't make it much
Sick
longer.
Boy makes it, right? Should have wished for some help.
Honestly, what was keeping him together was all of the rats and dip. Once you get him on real food,
Yeah.
he was
Oh my
gone.
god.
I also like that
detoxes
it was
and
like
dies.
maybe he did have the plague, but it was dormant. But then when all those rats exploded everywhere, it was just like hyper plague, and he was just like, "Well, okay."
Okay, I'm gonna say, I know I've mentioned it once already, but I'm so grateful that dip wasn't Trislan's idea.
You're welcome. I did that on purpose
Thank
for
you.
you.
The
really
Tots
good.
came up with the whole dip thing before Trislan was
The cops,
involved.
the Tots did not come up with the dip thing.
Yeah.
The Tots were already hooked on dip before Trislan was involved.
They literally had to eat it to suppress their appetite, so their stomachs wouldn't eat them.
Yeah.
I was sick one week, and when I came back, they were like, by the way, your Tots only eat dip.
Oh,
And I was
yeah,
very
that's-
upset about
That
it.
sounds like
it's an addictive property.
I was
Exactly.
very
It's not
upset.
fair.
We tried to quit it a
It's
couple
whoever,
times, but we all had
it's
headaches.
whoever
Sam.
the chat thinks gave it to them first, probably.
Yeah.
Not me.
Chat, who do you think?
Who dipped first?
Comment below.
Stop it.
Comment
Yeah.
below. Press 1 if you think.
And don't forget to hit that bell.
Like us up a cry,
Hit that notification bell.
Nice.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us for this special
Good job.
one shot. I hope I didn't ruin too much. of
Not
the
at all.
canon. Okay.
Okay.
I'm so
Thank you,
excited.
Sam,
You're
for
welcome.
clapping.
I'm so excited to go back to Tots.
Clap a clap, y'all. Come on now.
You
That
crushed
was
it.
great.
Boom. So
Actually,
really,
you shouldn't have. No, I'm sick.
He's literally
Oh.
a sick boy.
you just,
I'll pass it
yeah,
to you.
that's
Hold
yeah.
that.
There we go.
Yeah, kind of same.
This is like baseball.
Oh.
part.
I turned a corner. I think
This
that's
is exciting for me.
Sorry.
Y'all need to
stop it.
leave.
Fine, I'll hold the purses and wait.
Yeah.
Every time.
But I guess the real canon that has changed is that you killed Senna, and now we have a backstory for her, and that makes it much sadder.
Yeah.
And they love each other.
Chat unlocked. I almost said David Bowie. Chat unlocked. Oh, here we go.
David Bowie and Jimmy Buffett.
David Bowie.
Jimmy Buffett. Chat unlocked Jimmy
Incredible.
Buffett. I'm glad we
Good
could
job, Chat.
I love it.
could establish him as a genius.
Zangarang.
I like that he's a genasi. That's great.
And what was the other canon? Oh, and the dip's not Tristlan's fault.
Yep.
Is basically the big changes here. But thank you all so much. Thank you, Harold.
Good boy.
For tuning in. Really appreciate y'all
Thank
joining
you.
us for the special one shot. We'll be back next week for regular scheduled programming.
Yes.
Same bat time, same bat channel. But in the meantime, let's go around the table. Say hi to our friendos. Eric, what's up?
Hi, everyone. My name's Eric. You can find me on the internet most places at Mostly Eric, including twitch.tv/MostlyEric, where I presumably stream 5 days a week when I'm not dying from the flu.
Oh no.
I feel that.
Nice.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
Bria.
I'm Abria Iyengar. When I'm not in the GM seat on Tuesdays, running this game, you can catch me on Sundays playing New Pantheon. Eric's there too. I don't know why you left that part out.
Because I got sick brain.
It's okay.
Sick boy, sick brain.
I also stream a couple other places, so you can catch me on Hyper RPG and Happy Jacks RPG. And this weekend, we'll be at the Hyperdrive, and I'm actually playing an Eric's game. It's gonna be a jellicle time. We're playing cats. Yeah. So do not miss it. Don't you do.
I mean, you can show up if you want.
Yeah, just show up.
I'm gonna draw whiskers on my face and watch with like popcorn.
I'm trying
And
to figure out how to put like a booger that will never, like, that can't get lifted up. on my
Jennifer
face.
Hudson
Yeah,
style.
yeah, we're doing it. Just
I'm
a
digital
perma,
bug.
24/7.
perma digital bug.
I'm so excited. If you didn't know.
There's literally
I love
Pokemon
cats.
that's like that. That
Jennifer
bear with the
Hudson?
drippy.
Oh
like,
yeah,
right
that's
here.
all
I
she
love
is
that
in
bear
it.
so much.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. Okay.
Let's go. I need
bye.
to see it again for research.
But also, we have Neorix.
Oh, hi! You may have heard of me from being a Cats stan.
Mhm.
My Twitter has recently rebranded into a Cats fan account.
Nori.
And thank you so much. I also do tabletop RPG stuff on Table Story. I'm on Witchcraft and Wizardry, 1 p.m. Pacific on Tuesdays. The same day you might catch us here playing Pirates of Salt Bay. I don't know. I'm an internet person. I play video games.
Video
Is that what
games.
they're called?
In 3D.
I don't know if you play video
Yeah.
Thank you.
games. You are video
Occasionally.
games.
You are. You
Ooh.
exude
Both of you.
video
I'm an
games.
experience.
Yeah, very Steven
Experience.
Universe. I like
this,
it.
This past week, actually, Havana and I wrapped on a video game called Cook Serve Delicious 3. We are the only 2 voice actors.
It's
playing-
us.
It's
Get
just
no one
us.
else.
It's the 2 of us in this video game, and we play 2 food truck robots. Havana is like an artillery bot, and I am I guess I would say a tour guide / driving robot. I guess
You're an optimism bot, and I'm a realist bot.
basically.
I just want some of those outtakes to be real, like the
They
outtake
won't be in the game.
where you told everyone to shut up, you limp dick bastards, or something like that. Like I wanted that. I was
Yes,
like, I wish
please.
that
They
was.
have to change the rating of the game.
Basically, check out our social medias if you want to see all of the R-rated outtakes
Yeah.
of the game
Yes.
Cook Serve Delicious 3, where we yell at you and tell you to suck a dick for not doing a dish correctly.
Oh, they released a date today too. It's coming out on the 29th
of January.
of January, and it'll be early access, but you can put it on your Steam wish list right now.
Amazing.
But I will say both of us should have early access to the game. So if you want to see the game before it comes out on Steam, tune into either of our Twitch channels. I'm the only idiot on the face of this earth dumb enough to name every single social media platform Negaorix, NegaorYX. So come by and say hi sometime.
Heck
That's me.
yeah. Samuel Takayama, our esteemed guest.
Thank you for
say
having
your
me.
word.
First
Thank
off,
you for
it was a
being
blast. Y'all
here.
are amazing. My name is Samuel Tucker Young. I'm a musician on the internet. I stream
Magician.
music
Magician.
and Pokemon death runs all the time. Those are like my
Nuzlocke,
two things.
baby.
Nuzlocke, baby. And on Sundays, I actually play in a D&D game that one of my best friends runs, and it's all homebrew that we've been doing for over a
Nice.
year now, like
Now, what's
campaign. And
D&D?
yeah, it's D&D.
Sounds like some
D&D.
nerd shit.
Wait,
It's
what might it be
Dino
called,
Dite.
Sam? And does the title in any way reflect the status of the creators involved with the
It
project.
may involve some casters who are creative, like creative casters.
What is the title of
nice.
this show?
It's creative casters. Yeah. Good luck, don't die.
So organic.
It's so organic.
So where can we
100%.
find this show on Twitch.tv?
My
Twitch.tv/Samuel Tucker Young, noon Pacific, every most Sundays.
Every
we
day.
Play. Yeah, every day. Otherwise, I play a lot of music and meme.
And you have
lot.
a live show coming up.
I do actually. If you're in the greater Los Angeles area, me, Megan Linnaeus, and Raquel Lilly, two other amazing Twitch musicians, we're playing a show at the Hotel Cafe, the 25th.
Cute.
And it starts at 9:30, and it's going to be phenomenal. Please come.
Cute.
Please. Full bands for everyone. Bunch of Twitch musicians and music community is going to be there because some of our bands reflect that. It's going to be awesome. Yes, please come.
Nice. And remember, hit our 7K goal, and he has to come back. He said it on camera.
Heck
Oh, is
yeah.
that true?
Yep.
What we did?
Did we say that?
Y'all get
Bria said it's true, so
If
it's
we
bet
say
it's
it on
true.
camera, it becomes official.
We
Y'all
have
getting tater
one,
return?
or we have one more toast to do, and then I'll do my outro.
Booty!
But,
Should I do it?
Yeah!
This is toast is from Trislin and said, "Hi back, I'm Trislin." I'm sure this was more relevant many moons ago, but booty! I think that's everything else. But thank you so much again for tuning in. I have been your GM, I guess.
Yeah.
Immaculate
My-
runner of all
so
things Dungeons
amazing.
and
And
Games.
I'm Vanna or Vanna on Twitch, VANA. I stream 5 days a week, the Vigi Games and the Chitty Chats.
Mhm.
And you can find me also Saturdays at 10 a.m. PST over on Roleplay, where I play in a game called Far Verona that is like a synth runaway space opera. It's beautiful. Tune in for that. You can also catch me running a Frozen 2 one-shot over there on the 20th at 11 a.m. PST. Definitely follow me on Twitter to make sure that information's true.
And you can catch all of us in a hot tub watching it together. Yes.
Yeah.
Is that happening? Is that
Oh,
happening?
we're doing it.
Yes, we're
Heck,
watching it in a
yes,
hot
we're
tub
doing
together.
it.
Because we are Vanna stands for life.
Stanas, if you will.
Fans.
Stannis.
Stannis.
Stanas.
That's better.
I don't
Hashtag
really
Stan.
like. I don't really like the term "stan" because it
Stan
implies
Vanna.
stalking.
I don't know what it means.
Supporting.
It's based on that Eminem song.
But the English language evolves,
yeah.
and just because the root of a word is from something doesn't mean that that's
right,
what we
but I
attribute
really
it
hate
to.
stalking.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I've
we're
had a
just-
stalker.
It's only your brand.
So I
Let
don't
us
like
choose
it.
it for you.
But you could just be my friends. How about that?
It doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
I'm Samuel
Wow.
the
Okay.
Scandal.
Well, make sure you tune in for Sunday at 5 p.m., which will be what's today?
Today
Tuesday.
is
Tuesday.
not
Let's
that
start
day.
with Friday, which will be Wild Cards, 8 p.m. PST, right here on Save Throw Show.
True.
And then skip on to Sunday and come on in for 5 p.m. PST for New Pantheon, which has these goofballs in it, being cutie as heck. And yeah, make sure you check out the Saving Throw Show YouTube to catch the backlog. If you like today, maybe you just saw the one shot today. Abria runs an amazing game with so much great canon that I hecked up. So make sure you catch the 3-shot on the YouTube, as well as season 1 and what we've got out so far of season 2, which is an episode.
It's just starting up now, so don't feel like you have to catch up on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Just get in there. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be great, and we'll be back Tuesday, 8 p.m. PST, right here. And in the meantime, stay chilly dogs.
Hey.
Stay chilly, chilly dog.
Stay
Wait,
As above, so below.
The below
Yeah.
the king is up
The king above will be the king below. Wait, the king below will be the king above. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Cuts us if we don't get it right.
Don't cut us.
Please listen.
We're not
No
done.
cut. No.
Now hear ye, oh, you rascals, with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, the master of concealment and an adept at disguise. With heroes is when he's seeking faster, that's when fun will lie. He's slain many a villain, be it dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion. And he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pie. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no fun in looking so as weeds are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So live your roast, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love song, and it made him sad in time.